listening to 101.7 KSAM, home of the Huntsville Hornets. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Hear every punt, pass, and kick of hard-hitting Hornet football on the air at 101.7, online at ksam1017.com, or with the free KSAM app. You can also watch the game live at ksam1017.com. Now let's join the broadcast team. Color commentator Brian Adams and the voice of the Huntsville Hornets, Rob Hipp, for the Cabins and More of Texas Hornet Countdown to Kickoff.
Well, a pleasant good evening, friends. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we are set for another edition of Huntsville Hornet football here on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We're live today here in Shenandoah, Texas at Conroe ISD at Wood Forest Bank Stadium. Live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Brian, tonight, it's the area round, the 5A area round, Huntsville versus Barber's Hill. We are set for a good one here tonight, my friend.
No doubt. This is a big night tonight for the Hornets. You're in the second round of the playoffs, the area round. Every team in this round is going to be very good. The Hornets are going to have to play very sound football. One of the things they're going to have to do, Rob, is they need to cut down on the penalties. That's one thing that's kind of been their Achilles heel. They've had a lot of penalties this year, especially on some big plays. They've had some pick sixes get called back due to penalties. They need to correct that. I know Coach Southern worked on that this week, and I'm sure they've fixed that problem. One good thing about tonight, we have good weather. The last 3 weeks has been bad weather. Montgomery, it was cold, and then it was Fulshear, and it was kind of cold and wet. And then last week in the by-district ground, we had Nacogdoches, and it was cold, damp, and then foggy, of all things. But tonight it ought to be great weather. We should have a good contest.
Boy, you talk about just going back a week ago, and the Hornets entering tonight's contest, of course, 9-0 to finish the season. They're now 10-0, 6-0 in 10-5A D2. That last game, 29-0 in the by-district round against a very tough Nacogdoches team. We don't want to count those guys out. They were a tough team, but many teams, as we've seen all season long, not many of them have faced a defense like the Hornets. I believe they shut out 4 opponents so far this season. They did it again last week, Brian, in Fog Bowl number 2.
No doubt. I mean, that was just wild, man. You couldn't see across the field. You couldn't tell what plays were going on. Couldn't see the down markers or anything like that. But you're right. No team playing the Hornets has faced a defense like the Hornets have. This defense arguably is the best defense in the state of Texas at any level, and they prove it week in and week out. Teams can't figure out how to get the passing game going, the running game. They are having problems on both sides of the ball. It is just a very disruptive, very athletic defense, very much just they have a lot of team speed. This team has all aspects of what makes for a great football team.
Brian, just to let our listeners out there know tonight, and welcome, by the way, if you're out there tonight on the KSAM and KHVL airwaves, we want to welcome you into the broadcast tonight. For those of you that are on social media, you may say, what is this broadcast booth camera? We wanted to bring some form of a video aspect to the game. We don't have the video rights, just to make that known. We do not have the video rights again this week during the playoffs, so unfortunately you won't be able to see the game with that professional coverage. And I don't say it because of us. I say it because of our crew. TJ, Melton, those guys knocked it out of the park all season long with video coverage. They did such a wonderful job. They're here tonight helping out in other duties. We found jobs for them. I said, look, I don't want to penalize those guys just because we can't do video, even though it's not our fault. So we have assigned other jobs. They're here with us tonight as well, helping out. But again, don't have those rights. We're working. We had a meeting last night. I have 45 broadcasters from across the state now that are concerned about this. We had 10 of them on a webinar. Every one of them talked about the same issues. And Brian, really, it affects a lot of small school districts as well. The 6-mans, 2As, and 3As are really getting hurt by this.
I've seen a lot of social media comments that are very disappointed that these schools, each school doesn't get the opportunity to video their own ball games. And that is a shame, because I know a lot of fans here in Huntsville have talked to me personally, sent me messages and things like that, wishing we had it. Obviously, it's not in our control to have it. We would like to, and I know you're working behind the scenes diligently to try to get that fixed. In the meantime, though, we're going to put a good show on the radio for them. And, man, I'm just so excited about this ball game and the things, the possibilities for this Huntsville Hornet team.
Huntsville looking to move on tonight to the next round, but they've got to get through a very tough Barber's Hill Eagle team tonight. Both of these teams very close to this location, so you can almost argue that it's a home game for both of these teams. That's the way it goes tonight. We'll have the call. We're going to step aside, though, here in just a moment from the Cabins and More of Texas Countdown to Kickoff. We'll step out of the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. We've got the Southern Talk pregame show coming up next right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Cabins and More of Texas offers a wide selection of portable cabins, sheds, horse barns, carports, and much more. So whether you are looking for more storage space or want to create a new space, we have a solution for you. With flexible payment options, including pay up front, rent to own, and traditional financing, everyone can afford their dream structure at Cabins and More of Texas. No credit, no problem. Drop by and see our buildings on Highway 19 in Riverside. For more information, visit camotx.com. Cabins and More of Texas is a proud supporter of Huntsville Hornets football.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
It's time for Southern Talk with Hornet head coach Rodney Southern, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. An in-depth discussion about this week's Hornet opponent. Now here's the coach with Rob Hitt.
Welcome to Southern Talk with Hornets head football coach Rodney Southern, presented by Charlie's Used Cars. I'm Rob Hipp. Looking back in this first segment, the Hornets shut out the Nacogdoches Dragons in the opening round of the playoffs last week, 27-0. It was the third shutout of the season for the Hornets defense. How fitting is it for the defense, how they played all season to shut out Nacogdoches in that first round?
Well, you obviously want to play well the first round of the playoffs because, you're at a stage it's win or go home. And probably looking at 2020 and then looking at the second half of the game when the fog rolled in and, it's just been a crazy year, not only athletically but obviously with COVID and all the other stuff that we deal with. So it was kind of fitting that, and this is one of those games where we even had a lot of our backup guys that got opportunities to play and still held a shutout. And, and that's happened a couple times this year and we ended up losing a shutout. But I was really proud of our team. But obviously defensively, we expect that every week and we expect them to play extremely well. And obviously the other night, especially going into the fourth quarter, I think they had about 40 yards offense into the third quarter. So really good night, but, again, you got to enjoy it, put it behind you, and move on to the next one because the next one's going to get tougher.
You mentioned just the defense there in that second half. The offensive side, things working really well. You get right out of the gates, get that punt return coming back for a touchdown. Kind of talk about that and how critical special teams have been this year. We've seen them improved game in and game out as well, Coach.
Well, if you can score on the special teams, it's kind of like, we've got a plan to win board that's got some statistical things on it. If you create, like the other night, we create 4 turnovers, you got a 98% chance of winning the ball game. If you score a kickoff or a punt return, you've got a 78% chance of winning the football game. That's a backbreaker, and obviously, anytime JoJo gets the ball in his hands, and we get a little bit of blocking, he's going to make something happen. And I think that kind of started us off, and then we sputtered a little bit offensively. I felt like we should have scored probably 14 more at least. But, 29-0 is kind of hard to argue with and kind of hard to complain about.
Coach, the fog comes rolling in. Remind me back in the day, the Chicago Bears game in the NFL, we kind of coined it Fog Bowl number 2. Coach, as we talk about that and the fog rolls in, how do you play through that? Brian and I couldn't see a thing on the opposite end. Tony Kulak was looking at us saying, guys, can you see the yard markers? I said, Tony, we can't see anything. How do you coach through that?
Well, it's a little different if you're on the field, because that fog from up higher looks a lot more thicker than it probably really is. And obviously we were in control of the game, so it wasn't as scary. Now, if that game would have been much closer, you got another situation if you're throwing the ball in that. But actually down on the field, you could see enough, to be able to handle whatever the circumstances were. But, the game was pretty much out of reach at that point. So, but it was unique, because it wasn't just at our place. There were several friends of mine that have said they had the same thing happen in their game. So, it's 2020. Who knows what's going to happen?
Hey, Coach, from your perspective, what were some of the highlights of that game against Nacogdoches Friday?
Well, probably the biggest thing is starting out with the punt return. That was a big one. I thought our kicking game overall was really good. We faked a field goal or an extra point again. So a lot of those things got us going. I thought offensively we ran the ball well enough, and then of course defensively, when you can sack the quarterback, I think we ended up sacking him 7 or 8 times, and they played 4 different quarterbacks, and it's tough to win games when you're having to rotate guys like that. So that's how you want to play every week, and we obviously know there will be a point where it won't be like that, but as dominant as we've been, especially defensively, we're going to hopefully continue to do that and make people uncomfortable.
Coach, what were some of your takeaways from the game Friday that you can improve on going into this game against Barber's Hill?
Well, we got to finish drives. We had opportunities where we let the ball, whether it was a 4th down or a penalty, we cut our penalties from 12 to 7, but 4 of those penalties were false start, and a false start on 1st down. We can't have that. Now you're 1st and 15, so that changes a lot of the potential things you can do on 2nd down. So I think some of that was probably first game. You still got some young guys. It's their first playoff game. I think we were a little bit more nervous offensively probably early. We had a couple drops that, in situations that could have extended drives. And you can't leave points, even the blocked field goal, and I still think the guy was offsides, but the official didn't call it. That changes momentum. So hopefully we get all those things corrected and continue to cut down on the penalties. False starts, holding, that stuff we got to fix. If it's an effort penalty, that's different.
We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk about tonight's matchup versus the Barber's Hill Eagles in Shenandoah. This is Southern Talk, presented by Charlie's Used Cars on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Have you been thinking about replacing your current vehicle with a quality pre-owned like new vehicle? Charlie's Used Cars has a large selection of quality like new vehicles in stock and ready to go. No need wasting time driving around shopping. Just look up charliesusedcars.com or go by and see them at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 47 years and look forward to many more. Also remember, if your current vehicle needs service or repairs, they can do that too. Charlie's Used Cars and Charlie's Service Center at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. That's Charlie's Used Cars.
Welcome back to Southern Talk with Hornets head football coach Rodney Southern, presented by Charlie's Used Cars. I'm Rob Hipp. We look ahead to today's area round playoff game versus the Barber's Hill Eagles in Shenandoah, located right between Conroe and the Woodlands at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Coach, I always ask the same question every week, kind of the mindset heading into this one.
Well, I think our mindset's good. I mean, it's been good every week. I don't concern myself a whole lot with that. Now, I pay attention to it on Monday, but, these guys understand the preparation. They understand Tuesday's a work day. So the preparation end of it, we're going to be fine. It's a matter now of, at this stage, this is week 15 that we've been practicing football in some way. So, it's time you got to understand, okay, what are they going to do? How do we stop it? What are they going to do defensively? How do we execute against it? And then whatever we need to be doing special teams wise, you prepare for it. And it almost now becomes more of a mental game than it is a physical game.
We're playing down at Woodforest Bank Stadium in Shenandoah. That's just right between the Woodlands and Conroe. When these games are this close, and this is a good thing to be in the second round and having a game pretty close, do you feel that ever gives your team an advantage, or how do you kind of work through that, Coach?
Well, the hard part of this is, and I don't like it, but you have to do it. Like, we're already making plans for the next round because all 4 teams have to either agree to play somewhere, and in the next round, obviously we have to work around Christmas Day, which is totally out of the character. So you hate to have to do that. We had to basically make 3 different arrangements on this game because one of the teams wouldn't agree to the stadium we all wanted. So now you're having to find a stadium. You're having to find a stadium that will allow you to play there, because some stadiums are not even hosting playoff games now. And then the other thing is, what's the capacity, and then what is the capacity that at 50% from a UIL standpoint. So there's lots of factors, and I try to keep that away from the kids and away from the coaches. I take care of that kind of stuff because it's stuff that they shouldn't be worried about, number one. But this one was, Barber's Hill is kind of like we are. The stadium's now at this stage are all about the same. Now, the good thing, we've played at Wood Forest before, so we know a lot more about that stadium. And, and I've got a good friend, the athletic director at Conroe's a good friend of mine, so he took care of us and made sure, because they were not going to host a game initially. So, and Barber's Hill, I think, didn't realize how close it actually is to us until Saturday morning, and it was too late by then. We'd already put it out publicly. So, but, from here on out, you don't know what's going to happen, because we're all going to be in uncharted waters the next 3 or 4 weeks. But at the same time, you want a good place for your kids. It's going to be difficult to get indoor stadiums now because, the Texans, NRG's not going to host. The Cowboy Stadium is the state championships this weekend. So you got a lot more obstacles to deal with next week. If we're fortunate enough to still be there, you've got Christmas Eve and you can't do anything Christmas Day. And so there's a lot of factors that we're already kind of set up for, but who knows what's going to happen depending on who wins.
What will the Hornets have to get established early in this matchup against this team? Well,
the biggest thing is, Tom Westerberg's the head coach at Barber's Hill, and he was the head coach at Allen during Kyler Murray's time. So the kids are very well coached, very disciplined. I showed our kicking film the other day, and they're probably as solid on a kickoff team, just how they stay in their lanes, how they do the things that they need to do. So, you're going to have to play sound against them. The thing that's hurt them in some games that they've lost, they've turned the ball over. Some of the things they do defensively, it looks very similar to us. They've got 4 D linemen that 3 of them have started. One of them started since he was a sophomore. So, they're used to playing in these kind of games. Offensively, it's probably going to be maybe the biggest or the second biggest offensive line that we've seen. Now, some of the things they do with their quarterback, I'm not sure they're going to be able to do as much of that against us with the amount of pressure that we get on them. But you got to execute and you got to make plays against these guys, and you can't give up the big play.
This wraps up Southern Talk with Hornets head football coach Rodney Southern, presented by Charlie's Used Cars. The Cabins and More of Texas countdown to kickoff continues in a moment. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Have you been thinking about replacing your current vehicle with a quality pre-owned like new vehicle? Charlie's Used Cars has a large selection of quality like new vehicles in stock and ready to go. No need wasting time driving around shopping. Just look up charliesusedcars.com or go by and see them at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 47 years and look forward to many more. Also remember, if your current vehicle needs service or repairs, they can do that too. Charlie's Used Cars and Charlie's Service Center at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. That's Charlie's Used Cars.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, welcome back. We are live here from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. I'm Rob Pipp alongside the former Sam Houston State quarterback, also the former Huntsville Hornet, Mr. Brian Adams. Brian, set for a good one here. We are 10 minutes until kickoff in this area round playoff game. Again, for those of you just joining us, it's the Huntsville Hornets versus the Barber's Hill Eagles tonight. We are live here in Shenandoah, Texas, just outside of Conroe and the Woodlands. Brian, a little bit windy out there tonight, a little bit cool as well.
It is, Rob. It looks like game time temperatures are going to be about 60 degrees. The winds are going to be about 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the north, but the good thing is it's going to be dry, unlike it's been the last 3 weeks. So the game field conditions ought to be great, and we ought to see a lot of action and not a lot of turnovers due to weather.
Josh Criswells, with the Huntsville Item, the sports editor, down on the field. Josh, how are those conditions down there on the field? You're right there in the elements tonight.
Just like Brian said, for the first time in about a month, we have perfect conditions. Might have a little bit of rain later on in the night, about a 20% chance here around 9 or 10 o'clock. But other than that, great conditions and hopefully perfect conditions for that Huntsville passing attack to really get rolling like it did a couple of weeks ago. They haven't really had that big offensive performance in a couple of weeks. I think we could see that tonight here with these good conditions tonight.
Well, Josh, we're looking forward to checking in with you. We will remember you at halftime tonight as well, my friend, and also at postgame. Appreciate you, Josh. He's down on the field. Just a heads up, there may be a little bit of static down there because he is all the way across the field. We actually had to put our equipment outside. Very gracious, though, to our hosts here at Woodforest Bank Stadium and the staff at Conroe ISD for hosting us tonight. They have done such a superb job, as all of the visiting venues this season, especially now here in the playoffs, allowing us up here a little bit early to get set up so we could be relaxed and ready to rock and roll. Brian, looking forward to this one, though. Again, Barber's Hill entering this contest tonnite. As they finished the season, they were at 5-4 overall and 5-2 in their district there in 12-5A. They last defeated Galena Park 51-14. So this is a Barber's Hill team that can put the offense on you. But again, as we've stated, we don't think that they have faced a defense like these Huntsville Hornets. You go back a few games, they defeated Texas City 51-24. They defeated Dayton 42-6. They lost a close one at Nederland. Remember, we were supposed to play Nederland in week 1, but due to COVID there with Nederland, we were not able to play in that first week, Brian.
Yeah, no question about it. Any team the Hornets faced has never faced a defense like this Hornets team has. I mean, it is nasty. Make no mistake about it. Teams are having the problem with passing the ball, running the ball. But the one thing about Barber's Hill, they probably have the biggest offensive line the Hornets have faced all year long. So that kind of may change the dynamics a little bit. But the weather is nice. It's going to be, I think, a high-scoring ball game, to be quite honest with you, Rob. The reason I say that is due to the weather. And this is kind of a special time. It was 40 years ago, this past week, 1980, the Huntsville Hornets won the state championship game.
And that was for the second time in their history.
That was the second time in history. It's been 40 years ago. And there's something about this team. This team is special. Now, there's people all over the country. I get ex-Hornets and people texting me all the time, rooting for these guys, just staying involved, wanting to know what's going on. There's something about this team, Rob, and it's special.
Well, we're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about this one on the Cabins and More of Texas. Countdown to kickoff. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Cabins and More of Texas offers a wide selection of portable cabins, sheds, horse barns, carports, and much more. So whether you are looking for more storage space or want to create a new space, we have a solution for you. With flexible payment options, including pay up front, rent to own, and traditional financing, everyone can afford their dream structure at Cabins and More of Texas. No credit, no problem. Drop by and see our buildings on Highway 19 in Riverside. For more information, visit camotx.com. Cabins and More of Texas is a proud supporter of Huntsville Hornets football.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville is 101.7 KSAM.
Welcome back, friends. We are 5:30 away from kickoff here at Woodforest Bank Stadium, Huntsville versus Barber's Hill. We have a quick message from the UIL.
Meet Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Josh is a high school basketball player, solid shooter, great teammate.
Hey, don't forget my tenacious D.
And he's my son.
Uh-huh.
So, what does Josh do to be the best basketball player he can be?
I play tennis.
Studies show that student athletes here in Texas who play more than one high school sport are more likely to excel. Tennis does more than improve Josh's conditioning. It gives him a fresh competitive outlet, reduces the risk of injury by cross-training, and introduces him to different coaching techniques and new friends.
Don't get me wrong, hoops are my first love. Tennis just gives me a little break.
So when the new season begins, Josh isn't burned out on basketball. He's eager to play, and you can see the difference in his game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Well, I want to go ahead and pass this message along. Don't miss the 5A, 6A, UIL Football State Championships this January. For more information, visit uiltexas.org.
We're 4 minutes away from kickoff. This concludes the Cabins and More of Texas countdown to kickoff. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Walker County Federal Credit Union starting lineup and kickoff. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Cabins and More of Texas offers a wide selection of portable cabins, sheds, horse barns, carports, and much more. So whether you are looking for more storage space or want to create a new space, we have a solution for you. With flexible payment options, including pay up front, rent to own, and traditional financing, everyone can afford their dream structure at Cabins and More of Texas. No credit, no problem. Drop by and see our buildings on Highway 19 in Riverside. For more information, visit camotx.com. Cabins and More of Texas is a proud supporter of Huntsville Hornets football.
Fat Boys Pizza. Fresh, hand-tossed pizza. Daily lunch and dinner specials. The Meat Buster. Supreme Special. The famous baked potato pizza. Chicken bacon ranch. Buffalo chicken. Cauliflower pizza, and more. Fat Boys Pizza. How about the best wings in the world? Baked, not fried. At Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Check them out on Facebook at Fat Boys Pizza Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza. Fat Boys Pizza. Fat Boys Pizza. A proud supporter of Hornet football. Sting 'em.
All right, friends, well, welcome back. That was the final moments there of our country's national anthem, and we are moments away. Let's go over quickly that Walker County Federal Credit Union starting lineup. For the Huntsville Hornets, we'll start with the wide receiver number 1, Cam Cole. Wide receiver number 2, Justin Butcher. The wide receiver number 4, Jordan Woodbury. At quarterback, the junior number 8, A.J. Wilson. At running back number 9, Jalen Tank McClain. At tight end, it's number 11, Jamarcus Howard, and that big offensive line up front who has protected that quarterback and those running backs all season long. Number 62, Jose Cruz. Number 66, Chris Smith. Number 74, Trey Garrett. Number 75, Ethan Casas. And number 77, Lane Taylor. We'll continue on the defensive side of things on the Walker County Federal Credit Union starting lineup on the defense. At safety, it's number 5, Jadarian White. At linebacker, number 10, Calvin Simmons. At cornerback, number 16, Ethan Miner. At linebacker, number 18, Cody McLaren. Cornerback, number 21, Jarrett Ortega. At safety, it's number 25, Waylon Zapoli. At linebacker, number 27, Jaden Ross. And then those 4 defensive linemen who have done such a superb job with the rest of their defense this season. We'll start it with number 42, Seth Carroll. Number 40, Q, Quatarian Riles. Number 55, Brian Bobineau. And number 99, Brian Ed Bobineau at defensive line. I know we've been saying Bobino all season. We'll say Bobineau tonight as we should.
Yeah.
So good to be back. And here we go as we are moments away. Tonight, Huntsville in their white jerseys and the green pants with those metallic green helmets with the Huntsville H logo on each side.
Love those helmets.
The numbers easy to see tonight. For Barber's Hill, they are in blue jerseys, blue pants, striped in white with 2 stripes down either side. The helmets are white helmets tonight with the Barber's Hill logo on one side and the metallic numbers in blue on the opposite side. Again, the numbers in white. Christian Avalar set to kick from right to left. And we are moments away here as Avalar will run up to the ball from right to left on the 40, and the area round playoffs underway. A booming kick will sail into the end zone, and a great kick and a great start here for the Hornets on special teams.
Well, this Barbers Hill offense is fixing to get a dose of this Huntsville Hornet defense, and like we said earlier, teams are struggling, to say the least, against this very, very tough Hornet defense. Barbers Hill is going to come out from the 25-yard line, start their first possession of the ball game, tried to make something happen early against this tough Hornet defense.
We're live here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Barber's Hill will start in between the hash marks. They'll move from left to right. Tonight, the quarterback standing on the 22 receivers to either side. The early handoff to that running back. Not much on it, Brian, as he slammed back in the backfield. A loss on first down. Nowhere to run on that play for Garrett Hagler, the running back.
Cody McLaren, number 18 for the Hornets, on the tackle for a loss of a yard. That's not going to work, he says.
Hagler had nowhere to run. The junior slammed down immediately. It's a 1-yard loss, second down and 11 from the 24. It's Hagler again, this time to the left side. He has a little bit more daylight, cutting his way forward. Brian, a healthy run. He got 10 yards up to the 34.
Well, Rob, that was a similar play to the very first one. He bumped it outside and was able to turn the corner, and he's just a yard shy of the first down marker. That's a nice run there.
Try to get pronunciations on these kids' names. If you're a Barber's Hill fan out there and we're saying Hagler wrong, please let me know. Stepping back, quarterback over center, has a receiver. It's caught. That is Grogan, and Grogan has a first down at the 38-yard line.
Well, Barber's Hill quarterback got great protection there, and as we said before the broadcast, this is probably the biggest offensive line the Hornets have faced all year long. Gave great protection, nice little drag pattern across the middle. Caught the ball, first down.
1 minute, 10 seconds gone, no score. First quarter, Barber's Hill with the ball moving from left to right. It's Hagler again on the run here. Wiggles his way forward up to the 41-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second down and long.
Well, that's big Brian Bobineau there, number 55, in on the stop. Barber's Hill picks up a couple of yards. It's going to be second down and about 8.
Appreciate everybody joining us tonight here. They're actually going to call it 2nd and 7. Gave him an extra yard. Hagler out there behind the quarterback. Snap goes into the direction. Holdren will hand off to his back, and spinning around here. Nice tackle as the defender there for Huntsville, Brian, pulling on that jersey after a gain of only 2.
Well, Brent Holdren there trying to do a quarterback draw up the middle, and the Hornet defensive line was going to have none of it. So now it looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, Holdren there, the quarterback. He kept that one. Thanks, Brian. 3rd down and 5 here for Huntsville. We'll see if this Stingham defense can hold him. Holdren will step back, rotates to the left, looking. He is throwing this one up. Has his man, has it caught. No, it's broken up at the 30-yard line. It's incomplete to Grogan, and the Huntsville defense able to stop him here on the first possession of the game.
What a big break there for the Hornets. He was wide open. It looked like it went in and out of his hands, and the Hornet defense can kind of breathe a sigh of relief there. And it looks like they're fixing to get the ball for their first possession of the night.
Barber's Hill set to punt this one away from around their own 30-yard line. The punter, Maddox Malone, I believe, if I can see those numbers correctly. One back to receive for your Hornets back there is Jordan Woodbury. The snap is on its way. Malone gets this one up into the air. It's a high end-over-end punt. No chance for a return here. Woodbury's still going to catch it, though, Brian, at around the 35.
Yeah, he shanked that off the right side of his foot. Not a very good punt there by Barber's Hill.
No score. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook. Search for Huntsville Hornet Football or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at ksam1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Stingham Hornets.
Quickly back in action here. Huntsville starting this possession from their own 35. A.J. Wilson was sandwiched for no gain on the play as he decided to keep it and go out there to the right side. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Hornets. It's their first possession of the ball game. 9:16 to go, no score. Wilson will stand on the right hash mark. Over on the 30, throws in the flats over to that right side. Has Brian trying to see, that is Cam Cole out there, and Cam Cole has the reception, but only for a gain of 2. 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Well, this is an important down for the Hornets. This is 3rd down, and it looks like 6 yards to go to convert. This is one thing that they really need to kind of concentrate on and be successful at tonight, is these 3rd down conversions.
Gave Cam Cole a few more yards. 3rd down and 6 here for Huntsville. Wilson has it looking right side. This one thrown. It's caught it near the 50-yard line. Oh, man, he threw an absolute strike there at the 50 for the first down.
What concentration there by Jordan Woodbury. That ball was tipped, and somehow he stayed focused, caught the ball, drug it in, moving the chains for a first down for the Hornets.
Woodbury with the reception.
Wow.
The Moke and Moke attorney at law, first down at the 50-yard line. Wilson stands on that right hash mark. Cam Cole will line up as part of a two-receiver package up top to the right. No one down to the left. The handoff, though, this time over to the left side. Trying to fake and really nowhere on it. We'll see if the forward progress will stay at the 50-yard line as he handed that one off over to Jalen Tank McClain.
Yeah, Jalen McClain just kind of off center guard gap. Nowhere to go. Picks up no yards there. Second down and 10 there for the Hornets.
Second and 10, as Brian said. Ball still resting on the 50. 8-18, no score. Hornets first possession, moving from right to left. They've got the ball right on that Conroe ISD logo. Wilson got that one tipped at the line, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Woodbury around the 45-yard line.
Well, you got to give credit there to Barber's Hill. It looked like Colton Carruthers got his hand on that ball to knock it down. Now Hornets are in a third and 10 situation. Not good for the Hornets here.
Well, they converted moments ago on a 3rd down and 6. We'll see if they can do it here. 3rd down and 10 for the Hornets, as Wilson will line up in the gun here, standing on his own 45, 2 receivers to the left, and now puts McClain in motion. Wilson, empty backfield, looking over center, has his man. This one caught, gutting his way forward. He's got enough, Brian, I think, for the first down at the 40-yard line.
Big Jamarcus Howard, 6'6" tight end. Jamarcus Howard running up the seam. What a catch, Rob. He had guys all over him. How he maintained possession on that catch, I'll never know. Great catch, first down, Huntsville Hornets.
Jamarcus Howard, the senior tight end, with the Moke and Moke attorney at law, first down. Now in Barber's Hill territory at the 40-yard line. Wilson, with one back to his right, takes the shotgun snap at the 45. Shoulder fakes to the right, trying to move through a defender. Wilson goes down for a 1-yard loss back to the 40.
Yeah, that pocket collapse there on the Hornets. Nowhere really for A.J. Wilson to go. Nice defense there by Barber's Hill.
Second down and 11, no score, 7:23 to go here in this area round of the playoffs. The second round. Brian, you start with 128 teams. You're down to 64 tonight.
Amazing.
Splitting over to the left side here is Jordan Woodbury as the lone Hornet to the left. On a second down and 11 for the Hornets on the Barber's Hill 40. Empty backfield here. Good block up front. Wilson will air this one to the right side up. This one is hauled in. It's incomplete. It was broken up in the last waning moments at the 2-yard line. It was a great effort on the play, but not able to hold it down was Cam Cole.
Wow, I think that was a great pass by A.J. Wilson. Just lofted it up. Cam Cole was just on a go route. Got to bring those in.
Got to give credit, though, to those Barber's Hills backs, able to put the pressure there and knock it away. Brian, for the 3rd time on this drive, another 3rd down. We started with a 3rd and 6, then it was a 3rd and 10. Why not make it a 3rd and 11 here?
Yeah, I like that. Go back to Jamarcus Howard, your 6'6" tight end, man. Just throw it up, give him a chance.
2 receivers down to the left. Woodbury is one of them. Nobody to the right. Wilson will take the shotgun snap. Looking. The pressure breaking down. Wilson trying to jag through defenders now, and Wilson will just have to air this one, or actually lowers his shoulder, goes out of bounds at the 40, and that's a turnover on downs. Tough break there for the Hornets, not able to convert their third down on this drive. And sorry, that was 3rd down. They'll probably, they're in the no man's land, Brian. They may punt it here. We'll see. Maybe a pooch punt.
Well, this is, like I said, this is no man's land, and Coach Southern is not shy to go for it on 4th down. They are in no man's land. I look for him to go into the shotgun.
Now, Brian, got a little ahead of myself there moments ago. That was 3rd and 11. Here's 4th and 11. They're lining up so far. They're going to go for it. Now we'll step back, look for that pooch punt. Low snap, and
wow.
AJ will get this pooch punt off. It's fielded at the 11-yard line. Good blocking up front across the 20 and down at the 23-yard line. So that is where Barber's Hill will take over for the second time tonight. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook. Search for Huntsville Hornet Football or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at ksam1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em Hornets.
Handoff Hagler here on a 1st down and 10. Boy, you can't even step aside for 30 seconds here, Brian, as they are moving quickly here. Barber's Hill starting this possession from their own 23, a 3-yard gain on the 1st down run. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 here for the Eagles of Barber's Hill. Their second possession of the night, no score we are. And maybe a flinch here on that right side line. We'll see what the call is here. I think flinching down there, Brian, was Victor Castaneda.
And that's the call.
Yep. So
false start. Rob, we had 4 false starts penalties last week before we had probably 6 plays. That's one thing we've seen a lot of this year.
Well, and the first penalty of the night will go against Barber's Hill. Every penalty, as you continue to move on throughout the playoffs, so critical. They got to watch it here. Second down now and a long 12, backed up to the 21 for Barber's Hill, moving from left to right. As Holden will step back, good protection here, drops this one off on looked like a screen that was unintentional, heading his way forward over to the right side and out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Good run there by Hagler after the catch.
That was a nice catch there by Hagler. I mean, that was just kind of a dump off in the flats, and he bobbled it and was able to secure it, picked up a few yards.
So it brings up a 3rd down and 5 here for Barber's Hill. Actually, 3rd down and 4. They've got it marked wrong up on the board. 3rd and 4, they've got it corrected now. So 3rd down and 4 here for the Eagles. Their second possession of the night. No score by either team here in the first quarter. This Hornet quarterback club first quarter. Hagler in the gun. Has a back offset to his left, standing just shy of the marker. Hagler with the protection there. He's got great protection. Starting to break down now. Hagler over the right side. He is knocked down. Oh, man, nowhere to go for Hagler as he was drugged down to the ground after only a gain of 1 or 2. It's 4th down and 2, and I think if you're an Eagle here, you've got to punt this one away against this defense.
Oh, that was 27. Jaden Ross there for the Hornet, just folding him over. Stopped him 2 yards shy of the first down marker. Man, what a play.
And what's the breakfast you make with the eggs, Brian, where you flip it in the pan?
It was omelet.
An omelet, yeah. I can't think right now. He made an omelet out of him out there. That's what it looked like, Brian.
Scrambled, I don't know.
Scrambled omelet. Can you have that, man? Tank back to set to receive here for Jordan Woodbury actually at the 35. The punt is on its way. Almost had a hand up. Another short punt here, Brian. It will drop around it takes a bounce back towards Huntsville and finally rolling at the 50-yard line, maybe down at the 49. We're going to keep things right here as they're moving quickly in between these possessions, Brian.
Well, we want to thank a few sponsors while we can. First Financial Bank, You First, and Cabins and More of Texas, the highest quality portable cabins available, quality service value, Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority, and Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you live or work in Walker County, you're eligible for membership.
First down and 10 for the Hornets. They've got it for the second time tonight. No score, 4:50 to go. Things moving fast here in this first quarter of play. The Hornets will start in the best field position now from their own 49 as Wilson will hand off and trying to plow through defenders, and not much here for Jalen McLean. McLean has been a force on the ground game the last few games, Brian, but right here, no gain.
No, that was Isaiah Marcel there, defensive tackle on the stop. And Barber's Hill's defensive front's been pretty stingy so far this evening.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10. Ball resting on the Hornet 49 as they move from right to left. 4:24 remaining here in the first. McLean, delayed pass and just out of the reach on the fingertips there to Matt Long. It's incomplete, and just like that, Brian, another 3rd down.
Well, this is where kind of Huntsville's been so far, tonight in this ball game. They've had this will be number 4, 3rd and longs, and you don't want to put yourself in this situation if you certainly can't help it.
Matt Long out there as a receiver to the left side alongside Jordan Woodbury. 2 Hornets are up top to the right. Jamarcus Howard is one of them. Here on a 3rd down and 10. Critical 3rd down here for the Hornets. Wilson will stand in the shotgun from his own 44. Stepping back, great protection. Over the left side, it's up way too high, but Woodbury's able to catch it, Brian, at the 45, but well short of the first down by about 4.
Nice catch there by Woodbury. Like I said, Rob, it was a little bit high, but he was able to pull it down. Now, the Hornets are almost in the same situation they were on the last drive, except they're just about 5 or 6 yards further back. And it looks like A.J. Wilson and company are going to stay on the field, and maybe they'll do the same thing they did the last time.
Woodbury out there to the right. The junior wide receiver, Cornelius Lawrence, down to the left side. So 2 receivers to either side. 4th down and 4. Hornets going to go for it here. Wilson rolls to the right. 2 defenders chasing him. Throws, airs. This one's up and incomplete at the 32. Man, had it right in the hands of his receiver out there on that right side, and not able to haul that one in. I believe it was Matt Long.
Well, A.J. Wilson rolled out to his right and threw an absolute bullet there to Long, and it was maybe just a little high, but, man, those are tough. You got to bring those home.
So incomplete, turnover on downs. And for the 3rd time tonight, Barber's Hill will have the football. They are no score, 3:38 remaining. Barber's Hill will start in great field position on their own 45. Holden here will hand off to his back. There's nowhere to go. You're not going to run the ball up the middle against this Hornet defense, and no gain on that play. Brian coming up from the bottom of that pile down there for Huntsville, I believe, on that defense. It was Cody McLaren, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, both teams are struggling running the ball tonight so far.
Well, they gave him one. 2nd down and 9 on the right hash mark. Holdren stepping back. Throwing over center, has a man with a lot of room, and it's dropped at the 15. Oh, man.
Wow.
Thank goodness for Grogan dropping that one if you're a Huntsville Hornet fan, because Brian, he would have had it and probably went down about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he was wide open. He split the defenders, and, man, what a great pass there by Barber's Hill. Big break there for the Hornets. Wow, you got to bring those home.
3rd down and a long 9 here for, and you look on the replay there as Grogan was just in exasperation, as he should be. 3rd down and 9. Barber's Hill stepping back. Oh, he gets hit as he delivers it. Oh, my goodness. There's the first big hit of the night, and Holdren is hurting down there as Ed Babino down there saying, get it away, man. Babino said, you better watch it.
Welcome to number 99. I'm going to make you pay the price, and he certainly did. Wow.
Babino said you better watch out. That Hornets hard hit. That is the first Nelson Amaya's Collision Center. What a collision there. 4th down and 9.
Oh, man.
And they're going to have to punt this one away.
He is not going to forget that the rest of the night.
Woodbury set back to receive. This punt. Oh, this one's almost blocked again, Brian. He got it off. Woodbury letting it take a bounce, and it's going to roll back towards the Huntsville Hornets again at the 31. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Hornets have the ball when we come back.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Wilson quickly as we're back in action here. And a pass over the left side, maybe the forward progress, Brian, up to the 35-yard line. A 4-yard gain on 1st down. The Hornets starting this one from their own 31, so it'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up. We'll see if the Hornets can move the chains on this one, Brian.
Yeah, not a bad play there for the first play of this drive. 4 yards on 2nd down. Not a bad way to start.
So it is 2nd down and 6. No score, 2:24 remaining. Hornets have it here in the first. Delayed handoff over to McLean. He's got daylight across the 50. Oh, man, what a run by J-Mac. Bring out the cheese early as he's over across the 50-yard line for the Mocha Attorney at Law 1st down.
Well, Jalen McLean, he was able to make that run because Jose Cruz, left tackle for the Huntsville Hornets, had a heck of a block. Sprung McLean for a big 1st down pickup.
Yeah, they'll mark him down at the 50. So the Hornets picking up that Mocha Attorney at Law. 1st down, no score on the left hash mark. Wilson rotates to the right, looking. He's got one in his face. He'll tuck and run, gaining more yards across the 45 in Barber's Hill territory. It's a 5-yard pickup on the scramble by the junior quarterback, A.J. Wilson.
Yeah, I think the Hornets are finally kind of relaxing a little bit out there, and they're starting to kind of move the ball offensively, especially on the ground. And that's something they need to do to set up this passing game.
2nd down and 6 as the ball is on the 46-yard line for Huntsville on the right hash mark. Trying to move the chains here in Barber's Hill territory. Wilson in the gun. 2 receivers up top to the right. Fake handoff to McLean up high right upstairs. Oh, man, and lit up immediately, incomplete. Give credit down there on that defender. Jordan Woodbury got lit from behind.
Yeah, that was a good play there by the DB from Barber's Hill. I mean, he timed it just right and just put a huge hit on Woodbury.
May have been Jordan Gigout, the linebacker. So another 3rd down here for the Hornets. 3rd down and 6 with 1:48 remaining. No score here in this area round of the playoffs. Wilson in the shotgun at the 50. He will hand off to McLean on the right side. McLean ankle tackled, not much on it, maybe a gain of 1. Another 4th down coming up.
Well, this is, again, identical spot to where they were their last possession. So they went for it last time. It was a great pass. Unable to catch it and bring it home. The time before last, they kind of did one of those quick pooch punts.
So we'll see what they go for here, Brian. No score, 1:25 remaining here in this first quarter. We thought maybe coming into this one would be a high-scoring affair, but you talk about the defense of the Hornets, that's not the case here tonight on either side. The offenses really haven't been able to get moving. They're going to go for it here, Brian, on a 4th down and 5. Wilson stepping back. Empty backfield. Now it's breaking down. Wilson over to the left side. Wilson's going to run. Wilson across the 40. He's got the first down to the 35. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 36. First down for the Hornets.
That's what makes A.J. Wilson so dangerous. I mean, he has got a cannon of an arm, but when he gets in trouble, when the blocking breaks down, he's got the legs to get him out of the trouble. And what's he do? Gets a first down. They move the chains.
It's a Moke and Moke attorney at law, first down at the 36-yard line on the left hash mark. Wilson, boy, you talk about that junior, and we said it all season, Brian, he's only going to continue to get better. 2 receivers down to the left. One of them down there on that far left is Jordan Woodbury on a 1st and 10 from the Barbers Hill 36. Wilson scanning, airs this one up. It's going to be short. Got to watch out here. Over the shoulder. It's caught at the 2. Oh, mama, what a play. Thought it was going to be short. Turning around, making the adjustment. It's Jordan Woodbury at the 2-yard line.
What a great pass and catch. A.J. Wilson, Jordan Woodbury, over the shoulder grab, puts the ball on the 2-yard line. Huge play for the Huntsville Hornets.
That's enough for a Moke and Moke attorney at law, first down. The Hornets for the first time tonight in that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. A lot of substitutions here, Brian, as, boy, look at this. It's Ed Bobineau is out there now.
Well, they got Ed Bobineau.
Let's stack him up.
That's Brian Bobineau, double nickel out there. And
oh, yeah, Brian.
And those guys are in that goal line offense.
Yeah, it is Brian, and we are going to come to our first time out here, called by the Hornets. We'll step aside as well for 30 seconds. We'll be right back. Hornets threatening from the 2-yard line here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
All right, friends, welcome back. We're live here at Woodforest Bank Stadium in the area round of the high school football playoffs. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, as moments ago a pass over to Woodbury's got him close here, Brian. On the 2-yard line, Hornets threatening for the first time tonight. No score, 57 seconds remaining. Wilson under center. Backs behind him in the eye. The handoff over to J-Mac. McClain diving forward. That ball may have popped out, Brian. We'll see if they got back on it.
Well,
the ball popped out.
Yeah, the side judge is indicating he was down. It looks like they're a yard short of the goal line.
Yeah, the line judge there from the side came down.
Wow, got to hang on to that football.
Yep, so luckily there, it was a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and goal from the 1. Wilson again here, handoff, lowering the shoulders, this time in for the 1-yard score. It was Jadarian Tank White from 1 yard out. The Hornets go on the board first.
Big play. That's the way to get points first, put pressure on Barbers Hill. They had the big guys up there. They had both Bobineau brothers on the left side, and they put Tank in there from his safety position. And, man, they are on the board and ready to roll.
It took him almost the entire first quarter, but the Hornets are here. Christian Avilar's kick up on the way. That's a trophy case touchdown, by the way. The MRC Creekside extra point is good. The trophy case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans, this is Robert Lindeman of Hit Solutions Player Development, helping instruct the stars to shine. Hit Solutions Player Development teaches the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven offensive and defensive strategies and techniques. We instruct and inspire each player to be the best they can be by teaching the mental side of the game. To have the confidence to bring in the game-winning hit, visit us online at hittss.com. Hit Solutions, a proud supporter of the Huntsville Hornets.
Welcome back, friends. That drive moments ago, the third of the night for Huntsville, started on their own 31-yard line, took it down 69 yards, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Jadarian White. 7-0 your score. That is your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. Welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Good drive there by the Hornets.
No, that was a good drive there by the Hornets. You know, they kind of established the running game there on that series of downs and were able to punch it in the end zone to get on the board first. Good job.
The kickoff here by Avilar up on its way, swinging, and another one, Brian, into the end zone, the second one tonight. We'll keep things right here as Barbers Hill will have it for the fourth time this evening. They are trailing with 25 seconds to go here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter, 7-0, Brian.
Well, I want to say a couple thanks real quick to Charlie and Wayne Davis, Herb Jordan, Mark Adams. Thanks for the ride out of the River Bottoms. And we also want to thank Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach others for Christ. AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility. And On the Move Physical Therapy and Wellness, helping active adults achieve physical freedom to enjoy life, retirement to its fullest without settling for less.
Back in action here from the 25. Barbers Hill trailing. Handoff goes to Hagler. Hagler, he's met up by that Stingham defense again. There's nowhere to go against that brick wall. No gain on the play.
There's that wall. I mean, those guys are just so tough to run against. I mean, they are big, active, strong, and very athletic. I mean, they are unbelievable.
Brian, that should run the clock down, and it does. That will end the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. We'll step aside for a minute. Second quarter coming up here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
Well, Barbers Hill's fixing to take the snap out of the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He is rolling to his right. Trying to find an open receiver. None. Oh, goodness. Tank White just drills him out of bounds. My goodness.
Yeah, and a lost way back there, Brian. Thanks on that one. Thought he went back a little bit, Brian. They're going to give him a couple of yards. So Barbers Hill starting out on their own 25-yard line. They're moving from right to left. And, Brian, just like that, it's already 3rd down and 8 as we start the Hit Solution second quarter. Again, Huntsville leading 7-0. 11:30 to go here in the second. Barbers Hill with the ball. It's their 4th time tonight. Brian, every once in a while, I get you on a little play-by-play there. You never know, man. I get you on your toes, man.
I like that.
Hagler rolling to the left, throwing, airing this one, looping. Oh, it's intercepted the 40-yard line by the Hornets. It's Ethan Miner. Miner gutting his way across. He's still on his feet to the 20, 5, 10. Oh, mama, what a run. Pick 6 going the other way for Ethan Miner.
Number 7, Ethan Miner. He loves to pick those balls off and run them into the end zone for a pick 6. Huge play there for the Huntsville Hornets.
Oh, man, it was over 30 yards. Ethan Miner has done it again for the second time this season. Another pick 6, and the Hornets in control, 13-0.
How about that? Man alive.
And, Brian, I thought he was going to go down 4 or 5 times, and he broke through every one of those tackles and was able to get in for the pick 6. Wow. Well, there's your trophy case touchdown.
Yeah, we got flags flying everywhere.
We'll see what this is here. False start against the Hornets. That's not going to phase Avilar, though. We've seen Avilar. He kicked a 41-yard field goal earlier this season. Of course, the MRC extra point coming up here. The trophy case touchdown moments ago. Your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. And here is Avilar for the MRC Creekside extra point, trying to make it 14-0. Wilson the hold at the 15. When you put it back there, Brian, it's a 32-yard attempt. It's up and through the uprights and good. Huntsville in the driver's seat, 14-0. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. Hornets leading here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans. This is Robert Lindeman of Hit Solutions Realty. Hit Solutions serves the real estate needs of the Huntsville area. I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Karen Denman.
Hey y'all, this is Karen Denman. As a lifelong resident of Huntsville, I am passionate about our community. Hit Solutions Realty wants to assist you with finding that piece of property that makes you feel at home. To get the ball rolling, visit us online at hittss.com. Hit Solutions, a proud supporter of the Huntsville Hornets.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Moments ago, the Hornets, it was Ethan Miner, a 30-plus yard pick six, and ran it all the way in. 14-0 is your score with 11:06 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. Huntsville Hornets leading. That is your On the Move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap.
Boy, Ethan Miner, he's just like a magnet for opposing quarterbacks. They seem to connect with him a lot, and, man, he took that one to the house.
Avalar, this is a little bit shorter kick here, Brian, as it will go out. No, the Hornets, oh, man, they've got it. The Hornets at the 20-yard line. We'll see if they give them the whistle, Brian, as Christian Avalar kicked it. It dropped. None of the Barbers Hills Eagle players were there, and I think the Hornets may have it, Brian.
Unbelievable.
They just let it go.
Wow. Unbelievable. The Hornets kick a long onside kick.
What they thought was going to happen, Barbers Hill was looking on that right side at the 25. I thought, and they thought the same thing I did, Brian, that it was going to go on a illegal procedure out of bounds, but it took an awkward bounce back towards Huntsville, and I think the Hornets have it, Brian. They do at the 26-yard line of Barbers Hill.
Wow, that is huge. Big break there for the Hornets. And, man, the Barbers Hill, they look dejected over here on this near sideline.
Well, they'll start this one, the Hornets, on the Barbers Hill 26-yard line, moving from left to right. Wilson, the handoff to Jalen McClain, up to the 25, a 1-yard gain on first down.
Man, well, that is huge, Rob, right there. I mean, Barbers Hill was just standing around, really, as the Hornet kicking team raced down the field to recover that kickoff.
Well, you got two Whataburger What a Play candidates already there. Whataburger, our What a Play sponsor here this season. There's two of them, Ethan Miner and now that onside.
Back to back.
Yeah. Wilson shaking his way, looking, throwing, over, airing this one to the left side, and this one is incomplete, broken up in the end zone. He was looking in the direction of Jordan Woodbury.
Well, Woodbury was well covered down there by the pylon, and A.J. Wilson just kind of threw it up. So now it's going to give the Huntsville Hornets 3rd and 9.
Huntsville leading 14-0, 10:32 remaining here in the Hit Solutions second quarter.
Well, this is a big third down here, Rob. They've had a lot of third and longs here so far in this ball game. This is a big one.
Wilson shotgun snap, delayed handoff, and it's Jalen McClain, only a few on the play, up to the, we'll see where they mark that one, Brian, I believe at the 22-yard line. So that will be a 39-yard attempt for Avalar if they decide to go to him here on the field goal attempt. Avalar can hit him. He hit a 41 earlier this season.
Oh, Avalar's got the leg. There's no question about it. But A.J. Wilson and the rest of the offense are staying out there, and that does not surprise me. I mean, Coach Southern has a history of going for it on fourth down and has been successful at it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here on fourth down and a long 6. Wilson stepping back, pressure in his base, airs it over left side, this one up, and it's broken up and incomplete again in the end zone.
Well, A.J. Wilson had a lot of pressure coming in from his right side, and he had to kind of hurry that ball off, and he's walking off the field a little gingerly there.
And boy, Brian, it looked like he threw that one over to Jalen McClain, incomplete, and so a turnover on downs here by the Hornets. But, hey, you know what? You're up 14-0, and you've got a little bit of rhythm going here on the offense. Just couldn't complete it there. And so now Barbers Hill will have it right back here, trailing 14-0. And they'll have it for the 5th time tonight. They'll start this one on their own 22-yard line, moving from right to left. Stepping back, and a big lane here across the 30. That may be close to a first down, but, Brian, there's a lot of laundry back at the 25-yard line. Josh Criswell down there tonight with the Huntsville item. Josh, did you happen to see anything from your end?
Yeah, that one definitely is going to be a hold. They just couldn't contain Quatarian Riles on the edge right there, and so they just had to grab onto his shoulder pads, or else that one was going to be a tackle for loss for the Hornets.
So that one is going to come back.
Q Riles, I mean, he has had a fantastic.
Yeah, it's called on Andrew Galvin, the wide receiver, on the hold. And that one coming back there, Brian.
Yeah, Q Riles, as I was saying, he has had just a tremendous year this year at his linebacker and defensive end position. And with the Bobineau brothers, I mean, this front four is just unbelievable.
So the ball now way back there, Brian. First down and 18 for Barbers Hill, trailing 14-0, 9:38 remaining here in the second. Holdren pass over to the right side in the flats, and his receiver, boy, just got annihilated out there.
Yes, he did. He just got
incomplete.
Cut in half over there on the sidelines.
Camden Grogan,
Wow.
boy. So second down and 18 after the incomplete pass. Hey, want to welcome everybody in tonight. If you're out there listening, we'd love to hear from you. The Hornet Nation fan line is open. Send us a text message. Let us know where you're listening from tonight and who you're cheering on. 512-522-9105. Again, that number to text, 512-522-9105. Here is Barbers Hill, a run across the 15-yard line. Not much on it. Third down and Conroe coming up here for the Eagles.
Well, that's just about right. And again, this Barbers Hill team is struggling offensively like so many other teams have this year against this tough Hornet defense.
All right, third down and 15 for the Eagles. No one in the backfield. Pass over center. This one's incomplete at the 30-yard line as Hagler was looking in the direction of Andrew Galvin and just overthrew him. Fourth down, you got to punt this one from here.
Yeah, you do. But, man, Galvin was wide open running just a post pattern. And luckily for the Hornets, that pass was way out in front of him, or that would have been a big play there for Barbers Hill.
So Barbers Hill will punt this one away for the second time tonight. They'll punt this one all the way back, Brian, as their punter is standing around his own 5-yard line. So that will set up Huntsville's Woodbury to receive this one at the 50. Punt is on the way. Another hand in the face. Got this one away. Woodbury calling for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 45. We're going to keep things right here because, Brian, we know how fast they move in between plays. We'll get to some more of our sponsors there, Brian.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, you're talking about up-tempo. You got Hartfield Floors. We want to thank them for personalizing your events since 1957. And Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law. For your estate planning, real estate, business law needs, call Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971 in MRC Creekside, a healthy living senior community.
First down and 10 for Huntsville. The ball on the right hash mark at their own 44-yard line. They're going to move it from left to right. Huntsville in front, 14-0, 8:54 remaining here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. Wilson claps twice, throws over the left side. This time he has his receiver. It is Jamarcus Howard, and Howard able to pick up about 3 across the 45 to the 47-yard line on the left side.
I like the play call. Jamarcus Howard, again, he's 6'6" tight end. I mean, just get him an opportunity. I mean, he's got such a long reach, and so far tonight he's played a big presence.
Oh, second down and 7. Those messages are coming in. We'll get to them as we can. Appreciate everybody who is messaging us tonight. We'll get to them at the next opportunity. Here on a second down and 7. Wilson will keep it here. No, he hands off to McLean. Left side hole, pushes his way forward into Barbers Hill territory for a first down at the 40. Well, they originally had him at the 45, Brian. They moved it back a few more to the 47. Boy, they gave him the first down, and then they took it back. It's third down and 1.
Well, they sure did. And what a great run there by Jalen McLean. That second and third effort, I thought he picked up the first down, but it looks like they're going to be a yard shy.
Oh, it's at the 47-yard line. Third down and a short one here for the Hornets, leading 14-0, 7:50 remaining in the second. It's Wilson to the left side. He did the fake across the 40. Wilson to the 30 and finally angled his way out of bounds just inside the 30-yard line. It's a Moak & Moak Attorney at Law first down for the junior quarterback.
Well, that play worked because they've got some talent at all positions. They can't keep an eye on everybody, and they did a great play fake there by A.J. Wilson. He rolls to his other side just all by himself, picks up the first down.
Well, it's a first down for the Hornets. The ball on the Barbers Hill 27-yard line. Wilson on the left hash mark. Hand off to McLean. McLean ping-ponging his way forward to the 25. A gain of a couple. Second down and long coming up.
Well, this is about the time I'd like to see them, Jamarcus Howard, run a seam route. Just throw it up for the big guy. Let him go up after it.
Well, Wilson just took off moments ago for that Moak & Moak Attorney at Law first down. He had defenders all in front of him and just glanced through them. So second down and a long 8 here for the Hornets on the Barbers Hill 25. Handoff over to McClain to the right side. McClain finds daylight across the 10 and bounced his way to the 5-yard line. Boy, he found a seam. He turned on the Rockets, and he's got a first down inside the red zone at the 5.
Well, when you got a talented running back like Jalen McClain, you just hand it off to him and let him do what he does best. Great run, great blocking there by the O-line. First down and goal, Huntsville Hornets.
It's another Moak & Moak attorney at law first down, and now inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. The Hornets looking to score again and add some insurance here, leading 14-0 in the second. The Hit Solution second quarter handoff here. I believe it was McClain who was on his back, and McClain may have lost a couple there, Brian.
Well, you got to give Barbers Hill's defense, they did a good job there. That front four kind of collapsed in on the Hornet O-line, and it looks like he did lose a yard or two.
So second down and goal from the 7-yard line for the Hornets. Again, leading 14-0, 5:53 remaining here in the second. Wilson in the shotgun, standing at the 12. Looking, passing, right side, just out of the reach as he way overthrew there. On that right side, Brian, he was looking for Jordan Woodbury, just overthrew him.
Well, this is third down. The Hornets have had lots of these third downs in longs tonight, and this one here is a big third down opportunity for them.
No, third down and long. Well, it's his third down and 7. We'll call it long to the goal line. So Huntsville leading again 14-0, 5:44 remaining here in the Hits Solution second quarter. Wilson in the gun, sends McClain in motion. Wilson, he'll tuck and run here to the left side. Wilson's got a little bit of daylight. Can he cut the angle? Yes, he can. Did he get in, Brian? Oh, he got in for the touchdown right there on that left corner. It's a 7-yard scramble by A.J. Wilson.
A.J. Wilson is so dangerous. Again, we talk about it. He's got a cannon of an arm, but he is lights out fast, and if you can't find a receiver downfield, well, man, let your legs do the work, and he did just there. Great play. The Hornets are just starting to stack on the points.
And we got it at 20-3 now. A trophy case touchdown. Here's the MRC Creekside extra point. As Avalar from the Wilson hold up through the uprights and good. So the MRC Creekside point is good. Trophy case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans. This is Robert Lindeman of Hit Solutions Realty. Hit Solutions serves the real estate needs of the Huntsville area. I would like to introduce you to the newest member of our team, Karen Denman.
Hey y'all, this is Karen Denman. As a lifelong resident of Huntsville, I am passionate about our community. Hit Solutions Realty wants to assist you with finding that piece of property that makes you feel at home. To get the ball rolling, visit us online at HITTSS.com. Hit Solutions, a proud supporter of the Huntsville Hornets.
Back in action here from Woodforest Bank Stadium. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Moments ago, it was a 7-yard touchdown scramble by A.J. Wilson. Hornets leading 21-0, again with 5:37 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. That's your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. And for the third time tonight, Brian, Avalar will kick this one off from the 40. Thanks to Christy Atkinson for your sponsorship here on the Climatech Secure Storage Kickoff. It's on its way. Short kick again, Brian. This time, you know Barbers Hill's going to get it at the 25. They do. Cutting back across to the center of the field. Good return here across the 25 or 35 now. Bounces into the back of his own defender. That's a good return up to the 36-yard line for the Eagles.
Yeah, it was a good return. They certainly weren't going to let that ball hit the ground like they did last time because that was just a giant mistake on their part. But Barbers Hill, they're in trouble. You know, this is, there are 21 points in the hole here, and this is a great, and I mean very good Hornet team. You cannot afford to get too far behind on this team.
Barbers Hill has it for the 6th time tonight. They will start from their own 37-yard line, moving from right to left, trailing 21-0. So the Hornet Stingham defense taking care of business early here in this ball game. As Holdren will step back. Protection's breaking down. 99-time Saxville, baby, back to the 30.
Big Ed Bobino. What a play. I mean, that guy is unstoppable, and he got in the backfield. He is so disruptive, and man alive, there is no team Hornets have faced yet this year has been able to figure this out.
That's your first Hartfield Flores sack of the night, and Ed Bobineau back there slamming them down. A little Saxville action, a loss all the way back to the 30 of 7. Second down and 17. Barbers Hill trailing 21-0, 4:52 remaining here in the second. Holdren in the gun, one back beside him. Good protection, and it breaks down again, and spinning around, and he goes down for the second time. It's another sack, and on the bottom of that play, hopping up, Brian, it was not Bobineau that time. I believe that was Cody McLaren. Well, Saxville coming alive early here for the Hornets. Back-to-back Hartfield Flores sacks.
Yeah, I think Calvin Simmons from his linebacker position was in on that tackle too. And they are just absolutely, Barbers Hill's going backwards, and that's not the idea of this game, but they cannot figure out this defense.
Brian, a loss already of 10 yards, goes back now 3rd down and 20 with 4:12 remaining here in the second. Holdren in the gun. Handoff over to the left side. It's Hagler. And Hagler finds a little bit of light across the 35 to the left side, angles his way, and finally pushed out of bounds. Good defense on the play by Waylon Zapoli.
Well, I want to say a quick hello to Damon Coburn. He was one of the outstanding Hornets on the 1980 state championship team. He's out listening. Damon, we thank you, and we're glad you're listening.
Appreciate you joining us. Again, we'll get to those messages. A lot of them coming in tonight on the Hornet Nation fan line. You can text us 512-522-9105. Again, that number 512-522-9105. So with 3:34 remaining here in the Hit Solutions second quarter, the Eagles will punt this one away. A little short driving punt will take a bounce out of bounds at the 30-yard line. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Hornets have the ball when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. That's why we are so pleased to announce our newest service, Loan by Phone. If stopping by one of our offices won't fit into your busy schedule, you can still apply for a loan by giving us a call when it's most convenient for you. The application process is quick and easy, and upon approval, we can even send you the documents to sign electronically. The money can then be deposited in your account within 10 minutes. Call CSCU today. Member NCUA, all loans subject to credit approval. Membership eligibility required.
Back in action here, Huntsville has it for the 6th time tonight, moving from left to right from their own 35-yard line. Wilson under center will sweep this one over to McLean to the left side across the left hash mark, and McLean trying to fight his way, Brian, goes a lot to the east, but not a lot to the north. He actually lost a yard on that play to the 34.
Well, that was a tough run there by McLean. He tried to go out to the left side and cut it upfield, but he never could turn the corner. He is, I tell you, though, he is so much fun to watch run the ball. When he's going north and south, he just has a huge he's like he's running downhill. He's tough to bring down, but that's a good play by Barbers Hill there.
2nd down and 11 on the left hash mark. Wilson will hand off, and this, oh, man, my goodness. We talked about the WWE slam last week. There was a WWE slam right there on Isaiah Marshall. Took it to the house on McLean, I believe it was. He slammed him.
Yeah, that was quite the hit there by Barbers Hill. I mean, there is lots of physical play going on out here tonight, folks. Make no mistake about it.
Have some folks messaging us tonight that we're trying to – we don't do the video stream, but some folks complaining about the video tonight. That's why we're trying to get on board to where we can do video again. For the second game in a row, people are having trouble with the video. So hopefully we'll get that, be able to do that on our own next year, Brian. 3rd down and 11. Wilson stepping back, throwing left side, airing this one out. It goes up. Oh, it's almost intercepted at the 30. That was a dangerous play.
Well, that was, he threw it up. He just didn't have enough on it. And plus, he was good. He was covered really well. It was single coverage there by Barbers Hill. And you're right, he was lucky that ball wasn't picked.
2:11 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. Hornets leading 21-0. And we will see what goes on here. 4th down, so a rare punt, if you will, for the Hornets here. As I believe that's Avalar standing around his own 20. So you don't see that a lot, Brian.
No, but this is one part of the game the Hornets really needed to work on. They've kind of struggled in the punting game this year.
Avalar almost got a hand in his face on that one. It is a good punt, Brian. Takes a bounce across the 40 and down around to the 39-yard line. We'll keep things right here as Barbers Hill will have it for the 7th time tonight. They are trailing 21-0.
Well, we want to thank our good friends over at Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust, and Climatech Secure Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure. And Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Thanks, Ty Copeland. And Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business and professional needs in Huntsville.
So Barbers Hill trailing here, 2:01 to go in the Hit Solutions second quarter. They are moving from right to left And almost a knockdown here. Pass goes over to Grogan in the flats on the left side. Grogan spinning his way across the 50-yard line. He cannot be brought down. Brian, the ball pops out. The Hornets act like they have it. And we'll see the call as the officials. Yes, it's Huntsville Hornet football. Oh,
man.
mama, what a play.
Hitsville. Unbelievable. That was a hitch pass out there by Barber's Hill. He picked up good yardage and got lit up by one of the Hornet DBs. Turns it over. The Hornet offense is coming back out on the field.
My goodness, Hornets now +2 in the turnover battle. And that's an area that they have excelled all season long. This defense, one of the highest rated in the state of Texas in 5A, and they're proving it here. Brian, I would argue that they are the best in the state of Texas in 5A.
I don't disagree whatsoever.
Hornets have it from their own 47-yard line, moving from left to right, leading 21-0, 1:48 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. As Wilson in the gun stands on the 41, claps twice in the flats over to McLean to the left side. Across the 45, now the 50, spinning his way forward in Barber's Hill territory up to the 46-yard line. So bring up second down and manageable.
Well, I got to give credit to Matt Long. He had a heck of a block out there to get the yards they needed on that play. Good play there by the Hornets.
No, second down and 3 after a 7-yard pickup. Wilson in the gun, ball resting on the Barber's Hill 46. Delayed handoff over to the right side. It's McLean. McLean has daylight as he tiptoes his way to the 30-yard line. It's another first down for the Huntsville Hornets.
Boy, the Hornets are just clicking on all cylinders. Defense, offense. I mean, they're moving the ball down the field, moving the chains. Defense is just stuffing Barber's Hill every chance they get. Unbelievable.
1:06, clock running here. It's a Moke attorney at law, first down. Hornets have it on the Eagle 30. Wilson in the gun, trips to the left, passing in the flats. This time it is Long ducking his way forward across the 25 to the 24.
Yeah, nice catch there by Matt Long. He was just running the route out in the flats. A.J. Wilson hit him in stride. Good play there by the Hornets.
No, second down and 4, a 6-yard pickup by Long. 41 seconds on the clock. And once this clock runs down, we will try to get an interview with head coach Rodney Southern before he goes into the locker room. Passing the flats, back over to Long on the right side. Across the 25, Long pushed out of bounds at the 22. Good news is there, Brian, it's short of a first down, but that will stop the clock with 28 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, the thing about it is they have a couple of opportunities to throw it into the end zone to try to get another score going into halftime, but right now the Hornet offense is just rolling.
Hornets leading 21-0. Third down and 2. Hornets threatening that red zone as the ball is resting on the Eagles' 22-yard line. Hornets, Wilson in the gun. Trips up top to the left. And keeper here by Wilson. Wilson stiff-arming his way. He's got a first down across the 20, angling his way to the 18-yard line.
A.J. Wilson, he is dangerous. I'm telling you, if you don't contain that young man, he is going to eat you up, and he is doing that so far in this first half.
So now inside that Murray and, well, we'll look here. Yep, they put him inside Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. The ball just inside of it at the 19-yard line on the right hash mark. Moving from left to right, Wilson in the gun, 2 receivers down to the right. Long in motion from left to right. Wilson avoiding 2 defenders. Pump fakes once, right-handed throw. This one caught at the 5, angling his way back, and finally slammed down at the 5-yard line. It's close to a first down. The reception was made by Cam Cole with 13 seconds on the clock.
Great catch there by Cam Cole. Hit him right on the 1. He scooped it up. Good play there by the Hornets.
Yep, that was a Moke attorney at law first down, and the Hornets are threatening again here. Brian will keep things right here on the timeout. Hornets have started this one back on their own 47, and now threatening again with 13 seconds remaining in the Hit Solutions second quarter.
Well, let's thank a couple more of our sponsors, because without these sponsors, Rob, I mean, there are just so many things that go in behind the scenes. We can't thank them enough. The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Feel the Sting, Hit Solutions, we bring you home. And, of course, City of Huntsville, Huntsville First, and Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty, Huntsville Real Estate Expert.
Appreciate everybody and your support all season long. It's helped make this coverage possible. It helped make our video coverage possible throughout the season. And our camera guys that worked so hard throughout the season, Melton Green and TJ Garrett, did a phenomenal job for us early on in the season, throughout the entire season, Brian. We had a lot of fun there bringing that video. And like I said, hopefully next year we can figure out how to get the rights and make that happen.
Well, the fans, there were so many people that loved watching that video and listening to us on the radio. And, I hope we can get that back.
First down and goal from the 5-yard line. Hornets on the right hash, leading 21-0. Wilson in the gun, standing on the 10. Snap back, Wilson looking, throwing over. This one, it's broken up. Man, what a throw down there by Josh Bishop, the defensive back. He just slammed it to the ground.
Yeah, Bishop was in good coverage there by Barber's Hill, and like you said, Rob, just kind of knocked it down. But the good thing is, that stops the clock with 9 seconds left, so the Hornets should be able to get off 2 more plays.
Yeah, Jamarcus Howard is going to be a receiver over there to the left. They are all looking back over to their coaching staff, getting the play calls. Cam Cole and Howard to the left. 2 receivers down to the right. Actually, one. It's going to be, who is that down there? It is Jordan Woodbury. And Jalen McClain, the running back. Pass over to the right side. This is caught. Touchdown. Oh, man, a nice little strike to the right side to Jordan Woodbury with 5 seconds to go in the first half.
Boy, that was just the old pitch and catch over there. A.J. Wilson to Woodbury, and the Hornets are just on a roll here in this first half.
Now taking advantage, adding more points on the board, 27-0. And that was over to Woodbury for a 5-yard completion. That is a trophy case touchdown. Here's the MRC Creekside extra point by Christian Avilar. The snap is on, hold down, kick up, almost blocked through the uprights, and good. Avilar remains great. Trophy Case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornets spirit gear at the Trophy Case. We'll step aside and take a break. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. We are in Conroe, Texas. Well, Shenandoah, Texas, Conroe ISD. Moments ago for the Hornets, it was a drive that started out on their own 47-yard line, the 7th drive of the night. They got that drive after a fumble, capped off by a 5-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Woodbury. 28-0 your score with 5 seconds remaining here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. That is your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. Kickoff on the way. Oh, Avilar did a little toe to bounce here. That thing is going to roll down to the 15 and finally goes out of bounds. We'll see if they pull a flag on it. As they let that one roll, and it is going to be an illegal procedure, Brian. That one just kept rolling, and finally rolled out of bounds. Illegal procedure.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I thought he touched it. No, he dropped his flag.
Yeah,
right?
he put it back there at the 5. So Barber's Hill wants a re-kick here. And really all you can do, Brian, depending on how much you run the ball here, that may end the first half of play. Now, as soon as we get down to the first half, we're not going to go immediately to a break because we will try to get an interview with head coach Rodney Southern as he heads into the locker room.
Well, it has been a heck of a first half here for the Huntsville Hornets. I mean, the thing they've done so far in this ballgame is capitalize on all the mistakes that Barber Hill's made. And, man, it is lopsided so far in this ballgame.
So we'll see here. New friends coming on tonight, by the way, Backyard Butchers. They've got their truck up through Sunday over at the Shenanigans parking lot. I went by there yesterday, picked up, ate a lot of meat, a lot of good meat, too.
I saw that,
go by and see Sugar Shane over at Backyard Butchers. Go see him before Sunday and go over there and get you some meat. Here we go, the re-kick. Avilar this time, another toe bounce. This one will take a hop up over the 30. Barber's Hill, it goes over his head. It's rolling back to the 15, finally picks it up at the 15. Swinging around down to the 10-yard line, slam down, and that will end the first half. We're going to keep it right here, but boy, the special teams really taking care of business so far this season. And I know that Coach is down there. Josh Criswell, just making sure that we got you on standby.
Yeah, I'm right here, just about to grab Coach Southern as they come off the field.
So we will have that interview. I remembered this time, Brian, to keep it here.
Well, this Hornet kicking team has just been amazing in this first half, and boy, Barber Hill is just struggling.
Yeah, and again, it's just where the microphone is. We'll hopefully have that.
Joined by Coach Southern right now, Rob.
Go ahead. Josh, down to you.
All right, Coach, up 28-0 at the half. A.J. Wilson really coming alive there, making some plays with his arms and his leg. What's the thing that's impressed you the most so far through the first 2 quarters?
Well, we played good.
Yeah, there must be. I hate that. We missed it. There must be people in front of Josh's microphone tonight. Doggone it. I hate missing those. It's just where the setup is and where we're at. Unfortunately, Brian, we don't have good reception, and we tried hard. So we'll try to get more of those. And, again, we apologize for that. I really wanted to hear from Coach tonight. At the halftime, 28-0 your score. We'll step aside and take a break. And when we come back, we'll talk about first half. And actually what we'll do, Brian, we'll step aside. We will hear from the Huntsville Hornet band first. So we'll step aside. We'll take a quick break. Then we'll hear from the band, and we'll break it down at halftime. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Fat Boys Pizza. Fresh, hand-tossed pizza. Daily lunch and dinner specials. The Meat Buster. Supreme Special. The famous baked potato pizza. Chicken bacon ranch. Buffalo chicken. Cauliflower pizza, and more. Fat Boys Pizza. How about the best wings in the world? Baked, not fried. At Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Check them out on Facebook at Fat Boys Pizza Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza. Fat Boys Pizza. Fat Boys Pizza. A proud supporter of Hornet football. Sting 'em.
Nelson Amaya's Collision Center is proudly serving Huntsville from his new location at 2011 Sycamore Avenue near the Bearcats baseball field. Nelson Amaya's Collision Center proudly serves the Walker County area with integrity and honesty. Accepting all insurances, be sure to ask about referral discounts. Experience since 1999. That's Nelson Amaya's Collision Center at 2011 Sycamore Avenue and online at NelsonAmayasCollision.com. Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, a proud supporter of the Huntsville Hornets.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas from Adams Furniture. That's right, folks. It's Christmas time. We're having a huge Christmas sale. How about a Lazy Boy? $3.99 for a recliner, $4.99, $5.99. They're all in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Listen, come in right now. We have a big mattress sale going on. We're the largest mattress dealer in Huntsville. How about Tempur-Pedic? How about Sealy? Listen, we also have a bed. You buy the queen-size mattress, we'll give you an adjustable base for free. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shop@adams.com.
Whether you're heading to the deer lease or hitting the road for a holiday trip, Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville has the vehicle for you. From the complete line of Ford F-150, 250, and 350 Super Duty trucks to fuel-efficient Ford sedans and SUVs, you'll find the best selection at Bill Fick Ford. And at Bill Fick Ford, there's no bull, just good deals. The Ficks would also like to thank everyone for your friendship and your business. Bill Fick Ford, I-45 South in Huntsville, or online at BillFickFord.com. Nationwide delivery is free.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. Need a logo on a shirt, hat, or other piece of clothing? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. Embroidery in-house helps make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products? Banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help put your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
The holiday season is here, and that means Wiesner of Huntsville's holiday savings event is too. Come check out these great deals at Wiesner of Huntsville, like a Chevy Traverse for only $25,345, or a Chevy half-ton crew cab for only $28,986. Want something a little smaller? Get a 2020 Chevy Equinox for $20,986, or a Chevy Trax for $16,986. These deals won't last long, so hurry down for Wiesner of Huntsville's holiday savings event, or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
It's the Hornets Halftime Show, brought to you by Northside Baptist Church on 101.7 KSAM. Let's get back to the stadium with Brian Adams and Rob Hipp.
Welcome back, friends. We are here at the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Show. The Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band out there on the field, and as soon as they get play here in their second set, Brian, we'll get down to them. But here in this half, Huntsville leading 28-0. What a first half it was for the Hornets.
No question about it. And, there's lots of big plays there for the Hornets to give them those 28 points to get this game going in the first half. Ethan Miner, pick 6. The flub kick return there by Barber's Hill where the Hornets were able to, get the ball. There's lots of things the Hornets are doing right. Again, we've said it all year long. This team is something else, man. They are special. They have got at every position, they got some lights-out athletes. It has been tough for Barber's Hill so far in this first half.
As we are here at Woodforest Bank Stadium, and just want to thank everybody for being here tonight and for joining us on this broadcast. Brian, here in a moment, we should hear from the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. Just enjoy listening to their sounds all season and really enjoyed it, of course, when we were able to do video, bringing them on at halftime there throughout a couple of those games. And Nathan's showing us the score right now. We're going to play the winner of Crosby versus Texas High School. Crosby leading 35-14. Let's go down to the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band.
The band is under the field direction of drum majors Jake Holland, Matty Kyle, and William Sawmell. Tonight the band will be performing Fanfare 2020 by Dr. Tim Ray and 'Twas the Parade Before Christmas by Dallas Burke. Congratulations to the French Horn section for winning the Hornet Cup for the fall semester. Thank you for your hard work. The band would like to thank our band boosters, corporate sponsors, administration, and the community for their continued support.
All right, well, that will do it for the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about the first half of play. Hornets leading 28-0 with 18 minutes to go here at halftime. We'll be back in just a few moments on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we'll never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, friends, to Northside Baptist Church halftime. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams, the former Huntsville Hornet and Sam Houston State quarterback. Brian, good to have you up here as always, man. It's been a fun season so far. Hornets taking care of business here in this one so far, 28-0, but there's still an entire 24 minutes to play. Hornets have got to keep their guard up, and they've got to continue that sting 'em defense that has worked for them so well all season long.
No question about it, because there's a saying called the tale of two halves. Mm-hmm. So the Hornets have to maintain what they've been doing so far, and if they do that, then things are going to go well. But Barber's Hill is going to go in at halftime. They're going to make adjustments. You know, they're going to break out into their groups. They're going to look at some quick film. They're going to do everything they can. The one thing they're having problems with, like everybody, is against this Hornet defense. I mean, this defense is just absolutely nasty. They're fast. They're athletic. You know, that front four, I promise you, is again, probably the best in the state of Texas, and they are so much fun to watch.
That's the sound of the Barber's Hill band in the background. You heard our Huntsville Hornet military marching band just a few moments ago. Brian, in this ballgame so far, 7 possessions for either team. Huntsville scoring on 4 of those, of course. 28-0 is the score. One of the most impressive things that I think so far of the night, besides Ethan Miner's pick 6, the second one of the season, was going down, driving that ball down, and that's good clock management, getting another score with 5 seconds to go before we headed into this halftime.
Yeah, no question about it. And, you know, the very first part of the ball game, the Hornet offense, the running game was struggling, and they couldn't move the football, and they were having a couple of penalties here and there. But they kind of found their rhythm in the second quarter, and, man, they put some points on the board. And it seems to me, Rob, that the defense always ignites the offense. Big plays on defense, feeds over into the offense. Offense starts making big plays. And so far, I mean, that's what you got here in this first half.
Want to give a shout-out tonight to many friends joining us on social media. Something new that we started last week is with our booth camera, of course, because we can't do video of the field just because of the rights that we don't have in the playoffs. But a lot of friends joining us on Facebook across different platforms tonight. William Hebner, thank you for joining us. Ken Holland with the school board, thank you for joining us tonight. Joshua Harris of the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Brian also Colwell joining us. Kyle Hortzman, hit him hard and swarm, he says. Cole Smith, good to see you, cousin. Lena Mock Hedgel joining us saying Stingham Hornets. Melissa Denby, Stingham Hornets. Jennifer Davis cheering on the Hornets. Shane Christian over at Fat Boys Pizza.
Fat Boys.
Up in Riverside. Shane, good to hear from you, man. Also, Scott Taylor, Jennifer Davis. A lot of good friends joining us. We want to appreciate you tonight, and also thank you to Rachel Crampton, who's joining us as well. A lot more on there that we can't see all of those, but again, just wanted to give you guys a thank you, and thanks for joining us. Also, Big Dog Johnson hollering at us. We appreciate you, my friend.
Yeah, it's so much fun. This fan interaction is just great. And, you know, there's so many people that are keeping up with this particular Hornet football team. Again, you know, people from all over the country are paying attention to this team, as they should. They are just having a whale of a season, a great first half here tonight. And there's something special about this team, man. Nobody can really pinpoint what it is. They just every part of their game is good. They are confident, and they are very humble. And it is just so much fun to be around these young men, and these guys are playing well, Rob.
13:40 to go here in the Northside Baptist Church. Halftime, 28-0, your score as the Hornets leading Barber's Hill in this area round of the playoffs. We're keeping our eye on that other game that is going on tonight as Huntsville or Barbers Hill. The winner of this one will play the winner of Crosby versus Texas High. Texas High has been a force this season.
Yeah.
But as we checked in earlier, I think it was 35-14 as Crosby was all over Texas High at the halftime. So that may be where our eyes are. A lot of us were saying, hey, if Huntsville gets through tonight, we still got football to play. We don't want to jump ahead of ourselves. But a lot of folks were saying it's going to be a tough Texas High team. Well, Crosby's all over them tonight. You never know what's going to happen.
Hey, no question about it. I mean, you don't get to this deep in the playoffs without being a good football team, and anything can happen on any given night. You know, that's what makes this game great. But again, Rob, if the Hornets keep doing what they've been doing all year long, they put the pressure on these teams. This defense gets in the backfield. It's just so disruptive. Things like that, is a recipe for success. So.
Well, we're looking back at last week. If you're on
that was crazy,
on Facebook,
man.
That's what our view was last week. By the way, we're showing the fog. You couldn't even see the opposite end of the field. We don't have to worry about that here tonight, as the conditions are nice and ready to roll. But last week, boy, that was a tough one, Brian.
That was tough. I mean, you think about it; it's a visual game when you're watching it from up here, right? And when you can't see it, that changes everything. You could not see the ball when it was punted. You couldn't see the first down markers. I mean, it was wild.
Well, again, here at halftime, 12 minutes to go. As tonight, scoring for your Huntsville Hornets. Several players touching the ball tonight, getting in on that scoring action. Jadarian White had a 1-yard touchdown run on the third possession. That was the first score of the night for the Huntsville Hornets, by the way. And then it was that pick six on the ensuing possession. Barbers Hill threw an interception. They started on their own 25. Minor intercepted that one, ran it back for over 30 yards, 14-0 at the 11:06 mark in the first half. We go through a couple of other switch possessions, and then it was A.J. Wilson getting in the action tonight. That was a drive that started on their own 44-yard line. A.J. had a 7-yard scramble. As remember, he was angling his way and found that corner for the touchdown, 21-0 with 5:37 remaining in that Hit Solution second quarter. And then, of course, right as time was closing down, 5 seconds remaining, it was a 5-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Woodbury, 28-0. Is where it's at. We're going to step aside. We'll take a break. We'll talk more about this first half. When we come back, we'll also get to those text messages. We've had a flurry of them come in. We want to get to those shout-outs. So we'll step aside and take a break. We've got 10:50 to go here in the North Side Baptist Church halftime. Hornets leading 28-0 on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Huntsville, get ready for the holidays by making sure your freezer is packed with essential meats for all your grilling needs. The Backyard Butchers are here with holiday gift specials just in time for the Christmas season. 20 ribeyes for $29 and more. Give your grilling lover the gift of meat this year. And every Saturday now through the new year, Backyard Butchers will be giving away a month's supply of meat to one lucky customer valued at over $400. Just look for the big white truck in the parking lot at Shenanigans. For more information, go to backyardbutchers.com. Sting 'em Hornets.
Welcome back. 9:40 remaining here in the Northside Baptist Church halftime. Want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Something got bumped on the screen, a little thing we found by accident. We can actually show some of your comments up there tonight, and so we were going through some of those for those of you that are on social media, and just want to thank you again for joining us here tonight and being a part of the broadcast. I guess I bumped something earlier. Brian, again, though, 28-0 is the score at halftime. Been a good one here so far. Huntsville in the driver's seat.
No doubt about it. They're in the driver's seat. They're kind of connecting on all cylinders. The offense really picked up the pace in the second quarter, and I think it was due largely in part of the defense, and that's great. One complements the other. But that Ethan Minor pick six, man, you could almost see the wind get out of the sails of Barbers Hill, man. And, that is so, it just breaks your spirit, when you're trying to crawl back into a ball game, then all of a sudden you throw a pick six, man, that just kills you. But, boy, the Hornet game, Jalen McClain is doing a great job picking up big yards in the second quarter. And I want to give credit to where credit's due. The Hornet offensive line tonight are doing the things they need to do to give A.J. Wilson enough time to look down the field, kind of go through his progressions, get the ball off, and or tuck it and run. And when he does tuck it and run, Rob, I mean, he's picking up big yards.
Well, again, those messages are coming in. We haven't had a chance to get to them tonight, but we do have quite a few of them. And, Brian, as always, it's a lot of fun. If you're out there tonight, we'd love to hear from you. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Let us know where you're listening from. And, by the way, you may be a Barber's Hill fan tonight listening in. And so we want to welcome you into the broadcast as well. Even though we broadcast for the Hornets, we always want our welcoming teams to be here as well, and we appreciate you. Glenn Edwards back over at KSAM listening in tonight from his house. He said, Diesel here. It's Glenn Diesel listening and watching. He said, my and your mug on his 65-inch TV. He said he sees Ray in the background. Hey, by the way, we're gonna talk to someone here in just a few minutes. I don't want to leave him hanging back there, but we're gonna get to him in just a second. In fact, back at production, let's take us to a very quick 1-minute break, and when we come back, we have a special guest that's in the house with us that we're going to talk to. So we'll step aside for a quick 1-minute break. We'll come back and we'll continue the Northside Baptist Church halftime show. Stay with us.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, we're back here at the Northside Baptist Church halftime. 6 minutes to go. Hornets leading 28-0. I'm now joined by a good friend and someone who has just done such great work in the Huntsville community, our president of the Chamber of Commerce, the Huntsville Walker County Chamber, Mr. Ray Hernandez. Good to have you, Ray.
Hey, Rob, it's great to be here. What a great night. What a great night. We are just loving it up here. Hey, Rob, first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to KSAM. Folks don't realize the amount of work behind the scenes to produce this type of event, to cover it. I know we're not doing the live video tonight, and certainly I know you're working with State Representative Bales and others to try to address that, but just the production it takes to do this. I mean, we got here about 4:30 today, well ahead of the event to make that happen. So just wanted to first start off by saying thank you to KSAM for your commitment to our community.
Yeah, appreciate it, Ray. You know, we made you the honorary sound engineer tonight. Sure. So good to have you up here, man. Well, Ray, let's talk briefly. You know, the Chamber doing some amazing work in the community, a lot of businesses getting involved. When I came here to Huntsville, I said, look, we got to get active with the Chamber. We've got to be a part of the community, and it's been a fun journey. I've met great friends such as you, and you guys give so much back through what you do and through the businesses. Talk a little bit more about the Chamber and just some of the exciting things that are going on.
Well, thank you, Rob. You know, I love my favorite quote to say is, you know, it takes many hands to lift up a community. And so I had the pleasure of being hired under the leadership of Trey Wharton. He had a great year. This year we've had the leadership under Dale Underwood, and we're looking forward to next year under the leadership of Christy Vienne. And so the Chamber is really focused on trying to lift up the economic fabric of the community. And so there's a variety of different ways we do that. We have our small business breakfast. We have our Chamber after hours. We just had a great event earlier this week at Wiesner. And so fantastic opportunities for people to get together and network and to build those relationships. But we're doing some other things behind the scenes that people may not see, having tons of conversations with our representatives, decision makers, developers, other businesses throughout the community, working with the Small Business Development Center. Rhonda Ellistor over there has done a fabulous job, and so we're very privileged to be able to work alongside her. And this year we created a Zoom, kind of a COVID Zoom economic development update, and so we did those. We met with Congressman Brady and a variety of other stakeholders in the community to really get in the front lines of having those conversations of the business community, and making sure that they have access to resources that they so need. And this year has been challenging, but I will tell you, if you look at the numbers for sales tax, we had another great month this month, and things are moving in the right direction.
Well, Ray, if folks wanted, there may be somebody out there and they said, look, I've got a business in town. Maybe they've been a business for 30 or 40 years and they've never joined the chamber, but they're seeing the good work in the community and they're saying, look, I really want to be involved. How can folks find out more about the organization and become a member?
Yeah, I would say just reach out to us. You can Google us, Huntsville Walker County Chamber of Commerce, and it'll come up. There's all the information is there. Give us a call. Call me on my cell phone, and I'm happy to give that out tonight. It's 512-667-4098. By all means, the best way to get a hold of me is through a text message. But just let's have a conversation. Reach out to one of the board members. I mentioned some of those earlier. They're listed on our website, but reach out to them, have those conversations. There's a lot of great work that many hands in the community are doing to really make sure that the business community has a resource they need, so then we can support the school district. We can do all kinds of other work that we do here in the community.
It's Ray Hernandez, the president of the Walker County Huntsville Chamber of Commerce, doing some great work. Ray, when you get behind a microphone, you got to give us a Stingham Hornets on the count of three. All right, it's just the rule and the tradition. You ready on the count of three? Here we go, Ray. 1, 2, 3. Stingham Hornets. Second half coming up, 28-0. Huntsville in the lead. We'll be right back.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
Fat Boys Pizza. Fresh hand-tossed pizza. Daily lunch and dinner specials. The Meat Buster. Supreme Special. The famous baked potato pizza. Chicken bacon ranch. Buffalo chicken. Cauliflower pizza and more. Fat Boys Pizza. How about the best wings in the world? Baked, not fried. At Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Check them out on Facebook at Fat Boys Pizza Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza. Fat Boys Pizza. Fat Boys Pizza. A proud supporter of Hornet football. Sting 'em.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
That's it for the Hornet Halftime Show, brought to you by Northside Baptist Church on 101.7 KSAM. Coming up next, the second half kickoff on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville is 101.7 KSAM.
Back in action tonight at Wood Forest Bank Stadium. I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us as the Huntsville Hornets taking care of business in that first half as we wrap up the Northside Baptist Church halftime. I'm Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. We're back in the Copeland family dentistry broadcast booth. Brian, something I didn't even talk about earlier, as Huntsville ending that second quarter scored the touchdown. Well, guess what? They get the ball back to start the third.
No doubt about it. I mean, things are going well for the Hornets so far tonight. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. Do not get complacent. Do not get lackadaisical. Finish the deal. And if they do those kind of things, man, it's going to be a great second half for the Hornets.
We'll start it here. The city of Huntsville. Huntsville first. Shop, eat, and play. Thank you to the city of Huntsville, Tracy Chappell, and all the staff for what you do and helping to make Huntsville a great place to play, work, and live. The Eagles will kick this one off to start the third quarter. It's a long, booming kick and drop back in the end zone for a touchback. Good kick there to start things for Barbers Hill.
No, that was a good kick. And again, Barbers Hill went in at halftime. I promise you they did some adjustments and going to try some different things. But if the Hornets start where they left off in the first half, man, they're going to be in trouble.
Chad Walter representing the Hornet Nation in the class of 1986. He's frozen right now in Clifton Park, New York. I wonder how much snow's on the ground up there, Chad. Thanks for messaging us. We appreciate you, and you've been tuning in all season, my friend. Kick butt Hornets, knock them down, wrap them up. Number 18, Cody McLaren, we love you. It's Nana Pop, Colton Haley, Uncle Chris, and Auntie A's cheering you on from Belton, Texas. Well, here we go. The 8th possession of the night for the Hornets. They'll start moving from left to right from their own 25. Hand off to J. Mack, bringing a little mac and cheese up to the 30-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain on first down.
A nice, tough run there by McLean. He is, again, so much fun to watch. I mean, he is so tough to bring down. I mean, initial contact just doesn't do it. It takes 2 or 3 people to get him down. And that's the way to start the second half. Nice 5-yard run.
Second down and 5 for the Hornets. Back in action here, 28-0, just underway. 30 seconds gone in the third quarter. As Wilson again under center. In the I formation, 2 backs behind him. He'll sweep it over to McLean on the left side. McLean across the 30, lowers his right shoulder, takes a hard hit. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Well, that's going to give the Hornets, looks like probably a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. They've had several of these third down opportunities tonight, and that is one thing, man. If you can get these third down conversions and keep those turnovers down to a minimum, it's going to be a good night.
Chase Bacon in Lynchburg, Virginia, saying, "Go Hornets." Thanks, Chase. Good to hear from you. 3rd down and 4 for Huntsville on their own 31. Handoff to McLean. McLean trying to dagger his way forward, and Brian, not much on it, maybe only 2. They'll have to punt this one.
Yeah, McLean tried to let the play develop. It looked like he had the guard on the left side trying to pull to help with some of the blocking, but just nowhere to run. Well, we want to read their rooting from the Hornets from Galveston. Hey, Brian, Harvey Vanacek. Harvey, how are you, sir? Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate that more than you know.
Christian Avalar set to punt this one away from around his own 19-yard line. One back to receive for the Eagles. 10:21 remaining here in the third. Hornets leading 28-0, so a quick 3-and-out here for Huntsville in the opening. Oh, that one's blocked, Brian. That punt is blocked, and diving on it, Barber's Hill trying to find it. The Hornets will actually fall on it at the 29. That is an area that we have seen several times. You brought it up earlier in this ball game.
That has been a problem all year long for the Hornets, is this punting game, and the thing about it is it just seems like there's not much sense of urgency once you receive that snap. I mean, you've got to get that ball off, especially when you're in your own end like this, and this is a big break for the Barber's Hill.
Yeah, the Eagles now, they'll have it for the 8th time tonight. They will start in great field position all the way on the Hornet 29-yard line. Can't start any better than that. Well, I guess you could start and get the 1, Brian, but that is excellent field position here. First down and 10, moving from right to left. Barber's Hill in their blue jerseys and blue pants. A handoff up the middle across the 25. The ball carrier there, a good run on first down. It was Garrett Hagler. We've seen him all night tonight. And actually, Brian, they only give him a couple. It's 2nd down and 7. I thought they gave him about 5 or 6 initially.
Well, that's kind of what it looked like, but yeah, you're right. They only gave him a couple of yards on that run.
So 2nd down and 7 for Barber's Hill on the right hash mark. They're trailing 28-0. Handoff again to Hagler and trying to push his way forward, and only a couple, Brian, up to around the 22-yard line.
Well, honestly, that's not a bad run there by Barber's Hill. I mean, it's now 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. It's certainly manageable, and it looks like they have a little bit of life here after that block punt.
3rd down and a manageable 3 from the Hornet 22 with 9:20 remaining. Barber's Hill trailing 28-0. Quarterback keeper here to the right side, lowering his shoulder. And Brian, only a gain of 1. That Stingham defense putting up the nest here early.
Well, now they got a big decision to make. Do they try for a long field goal, or do they try to hit these 2 yards? That's their choices.
Yeah, that ball's on the 21, so from here it would be a 38-yard field goal attempt. I would expect them to go for it here, though, Brian. Trailing 28-0. That's what it looks like as Holdren, the quarterback, he's the junior quarterback, stands on the 25-yard line, has that back Hagler behind him. Triplets to the left. Stepping back. Throwing over center. This one up. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Wow, what a great defensive stance there by the Hornets. I mean, a blocked punt, puts them back deep in their own end. That defensive Hornet is just, again, they are just so tough, and it's hard to run, hard to throw against them. And Barber's Hill Eagles are 4 and out.
We will keep things right here as Huntsville will have it for the 9th time tonight. They've already had it once here in this City of Huntsville third quarter. 8:36 to go. They'll break out, start this drive, Brian, from their own 21 as they will move from left to right. On the left hash mark, A.J. Wilson, the junior quarterback under center. He will kick long in motion. Handoff here to McLean, and McLean stopped immediately. No gain on the play. It will remain at the 21.
Yeah, I think he was fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. The fourth defensive front there for Barber's Hill, they penetrated and got deep in the backfield. Stopped McLean, no gain.
Second down and 10 for Huntsville. They've got the ball here, leading 28-0 in this area round playoff. The second game of the playoffs here in the Texas high school football playoffs. Wilson will go back to shotgun. Takes it, passes over left side, up high, bobbled and caught, dove down for the first down. Nope, they marked him out at the 30. What an effort, though, by Jordan Woodbury. Oh, man, I thought he had the first down, Brian.
What a catch by Jordan Woodbury. I mean, A.J. Wilson throws a rocket over there to him. He bats it up in the air to himself, comes down with it, and is now a yard shy of a first down.
Oh, I saw it up on the big screen, and it looked like he may have stayed in bounds, but they're going to give it to him a yard short at the 30-yard line. So third down and a short one. Wilson takes the shotgun snap. He'll rotate to the left. Wilson's got the first down, angled his way out of bounds on the left side of the 35-yard line.
Well, if you'll notice that, Barber's Hill had no idea A.J. Wilson had the ball, and that is the way you use that young man. He has got speed like just unbelievable. The play comes one way. A.J. Wilson does a good fake. All by himself, picks up the first down.
It's a Moke attorney at law. First down for the Hornets from their own 33. Low snap. Wilson picks it up. Airs this one to the left side. Perfect spiral. It's caught at the 30. Oh, mama, what a pass. And what a catch as it goes to Jordan Woodbury.
Unbelievable. A.J. Wilson, what touch on a big play. Jordan Woodbury running a go route over by the Hornets sidelines. Big play.
I don't think you can throw the ball any more picture perfect than that. Wilson all the way over. And Woodbury with the Moke attorney at law, first down to the 24-yard line of the Eagles.
Man, that was a beautiful pass and catch. A.J. Wilson, Jordan Woodbury.
Wilson in the gun, one back to his left. The handoff to that back is McLean, and he is slammed immediately, breaking through that. That was a great defensive play, able to find that spot immediately and break through it. Was Lawson Cabrera, the defensive back. He's only a junior.
Well, that's going to push the Hornets back about 4 yards, man. What a great play there by Barber's Hill.
Second down and 14 as the ball goes back to the Eagles 27. 28-0, 7:06 to go here in the city of Huntsville. Third, Hornets in the driver's seat, trying to move the chains and put some more points on the board. Wilson takes a shotgun snap at his own 32. Throws over center. It's caught again. Woodbury, 10-5, slinging his way down, and Woodbury to the 2-yard line. Oh, mama, what a play. It's Wilson to Woodbury.
Touchdown.
Oh, they gave him the touchdown. Wow. No, they didn't give him the touchdown. Did they?
They gave him a touchdown.
Brian, the line judge over here marked him down at the 3.
Yeah, the back judge gave him a touchdown. That is amazing.
We may have got a little there. Well, we'll take it. It's a trophy case touchdown, Brian.
What? Woodbury, what a great route and a great run after the catch. Great pass. A.J. Wilson is just on the money tonight.
My bad on that, because the line judge said no. The MRC Creekside Extra Point is up and good. Trophy Case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and more. Get your Hornet spirit gear at the Trophy Case. We'll step aside and take a break. Hornets lead 35-0.
Hey, this is Tracy Chappell, City of Huntsville's Main Street Manager. I want to encourage you to invest in our community, Huntsville First. Whether you visit an antique shop downtown or stop by your favorite food truck, every purchase you make here in Huntsville boosts our economy. Become a tourist in your own backyard. Get out and enjoy the great outdoors at Huntsville State Park or the Sam Houston National Forest. Visit one of our historic museums and enjoy the art and culture available right here in Huntsville. Remember, shop, eat, play. Huntsville First.
All right, friends, welcome back. Huntsville, moments ago, a drive that started on our own 21. It was Wilson to Woodbury show on that drive twice, 2 big plays. I didn't catch the official yard, somewhere around 30 yards on that pass to Jordan Woodbury. Josh Criswell, the Huntsville item, is down there. We'll send it to him here after this kickoff. This is the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff. Hornets again 35-0. Avalar will kick from left to right from the 40. Right toe to leather, end over end, short kick here, Brian, as it will drop at the 22-yard line. The Eagles have it, rotating over to the right hash mark, in between the marks, on his feet, finally brought down at the 25. Josh, from up here, man, if I've got you this time on a good angle, at first I thought Woodbury was down. The line judge on the side said no, he was down at the 3, but then that back judge came up and made the touchdown call.
Yeah, it looked like on further review, his momentum just carried him over the line. He actually landed on his butt and kind of bounced over the line of scrimmage, so no knee went down, and he was definitely the right call, giving him the touchdown for that 27-yard touchdown score.
Amazing.
Appreciate it, Josh. 35-0. Hornets in the driver's seat as Barbers Hill will have it here from their own 25, moving from right to left. And, Brian, we've got a false start probably coming up here for the Eagles. That one was thrown around the 1-yard line in the backfield.
Well, that's, a couple of false starts for tonight for Barbers Hill, and that's something, man, that'll drive a coach crazy, especially when you're down 35 points. Man, all these penalties add up and just cause problems.
Set him back 5. Brian, as far as penalties go, it's been a pretty dry penalty game. I've been impressed this go-around for the Hornets here. It's an area they needed to improve on. 1st and 15 from the 20. Quick pass on a screen over to the right side, diving forward near the 30-yard line. And that was a good play there by the receiver. I believe that was Raul Herrera Jr.
That was a great tackle, open field tackle there. Man, I couldn't quite catch his number, but by the Hornet, this shoestring tackle to bring him down.
Picked up 8, 2nd down and 7. Handoff up the middle, gutting his way across the 30 to the 31-yard line, well short of that first down. The ball carrier there, we've seen him all night tonight, Garrett Hagler, the running back.
I want to go ahead and mention this while I can. Don't miss the 5A, 6A UIL Football State Championships this January. For more information, visit uiltexas.org.
3rd down and 4 for Barbers Hill with 5:54 remaining. Here in the 3rd, a sack coming back at the 25-yard line, slamming him down. Sacksville, baby. And coming up on the play, the big 99, Ed Bobineau.
Man alive, he is just unbelievable. He wreaks havoc week in and week out, and no offense in 10 ball games has been able to figure him out.
It's the 3rd Hartfield Flores sack of the night. And Brian back there, don't want to take anything away. He had some help back there, but Bobineau was the main one on it.
Well, the Hornets are fixing to get the ball back in good field position here.
Barbers Hill will punt this one from the 15 on their own side. Woodbury going to let this one bounce as it takes a little bit of a bounce and finally stifles its way to the 39. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, this is Tracy Chappell, City of Huntsville's Main Street Manager. I want to encourage you to invest in our community, Huntsville First. Whether you visit an antique shop downtown or stop by your favorite food truck, every purchase you make here in Huntsville boosts our economy. Become a tourist in your own backyard. Get out and enjoy the great outdoors at Huntsville State Park or the Sam Houston National Forest. Visit one of our historic museums and enjoy the art and culture available right here in Huntsville. Remember, shop, eat, play. Huntsville First.
Back in action, Huntsville has it starting from their own 39, Wilson. And Wilson avoiding a sack, pushing forward, and he may have been back to the original line of scrimmage. Wilson was going to go down about the 35, Brian. He spun out of that and avoided a sack back there in the backfield.
Yeah, that's, again, that's good footwork by A.J. Wilson. I mean, he's so fast and got himself out of trouble, got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
We were talking up here during that break. We were just making up words there a moment
Stipple.
I have no idea. So. All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets. They're leading 35-0, 4:42 remaining here in the 3rd. Wilson in the gun at the 35. And he'll hand off. It's McClain across the 50, angling his way to the 48-yard line. It's a 1st down in Barbers Hill territory.
That's one of the things we've been talking about all year long with the Hornets. They are a balanced offense. I mean, they can eat you up with the passing game or they can eat you up on the ground, and that is something that is very rare in football these days.
1st down and 10 for Huntsville. Moke attorney at law 1st down. The ball on the Eagles' 48. Wilson in the gun. Low snap, has it left side. Way high arcing shot. This one is picked off. A rare interception at the 20-yard line, and he's marked down at the 18. That is, so we'll see. Yeah, that's a rare interception by Wilson. He didn't have enough under it, Brian.
No, he didn't. He put a lot of air under it, but it was just a couple of yards short. The previous play that he threw to Woodbury like that was dead on the money, but that one was a little bit short, and there's an interception by Barber Hill.
Say it's rare. He's only thrown a dozen or so this season, and you don't see that a lot. Wilson, early on in the season, Brian, for those that may just be joining us, Wilson was not connecting his passes early on, but as this season progressed, he really started to find rhythm with his receivers, and that's something he's excelled at, is able to extend his receivers out and make them reach out for the ball, not the other way around.
It's confidence.
So for Barbers Hill, they'll start on their own 18, trailing 35-0. As Holdren in the gun. Handoff here, and not much on it. He met that brick wall immediately. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
Well, he sure did, and typically everybody that runs it up the middle finds that same brick wall. And they've got to figure a way to put some sort of offense together, and they just haven't done that tonight. The best field position they have was on that block punt a little bit earlier, but beyond that, they have not done well.
And Bobino was one down there with the stop. Got to give that credit up at that line. Seth Carroll's up there as a junior defensive lineman. He does great work on that right side. You got your corners with Ethan Miner. Huntsville here showing a little bit of pressure, Brian, as they were initially in a 4-3, and several linemen came up front here. 2nd down and 10, 3:26 remaining in the city of Huntsville. 3rd, Barbers Hill trailing 35-0, and a whistle here before that ball got off. And it was a timeout called for Barbers Hill. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Huntsville, get ready for the holidays by making sure your freezer is packed with essential meats for all your grilling needs. The Backyard Butchers are here with holiday gift specials just in time for the Christmas season. 20 ribeyes for $29 and more. Give your grilling lover the gift of meat this year. And every Saturday now through the new year, Backyard Butchers will be giving away a month's supply of meat to one lucky customer valued at over $400. Just look for the big white truck in the parking lot at Shenanigans. For more information, go to backyardbutchers.com. Sting 'em Hornets.
Welcome back. We are live here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Hornets leading 35-0 up in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Brian, how about a big shout-out back to the KSAM studios? Carlos Zimmerman producing tonight, and he is knocking it out of the park. Carlos, great to have you as part of our KSAM family, my friend.
Good job, Carlos.
Appreciate him. We couldn't do what we do. There's so many moving parts, and Carlos is one of our team now. We appreciate you, buddy. Out of the timeout for Barbers Hill, 2nd and 10 from their own 18. Able to escape is Holdren. Holdren may have a little bit of daylight here. Oh, he got upended at the 30. He got a first down, Brian, but he had to pay for it.
Well, he keeps doing that. He's not going to have much of a career. You do not want to go head-to-head with somebody on the defense like he just did, and he'll probably think twice about that next time.
Yeah, Ty Matthews, who's listed as a senior wide receiver here for the Hornets, he was the one that came up front and gave him a little lick in there. A little Timex action. He took a licking and keeps on ticking here.
Boy, that was a heck of a hit.
1st down and 10. Barbers Hill, handoff, not much on it, maybe a gain of 2 up to the 30-yard line. Eagles trailing 35-0, 2:48 remaining here in the 3rd.
Well, that's one thing Holdren's had tonight going for him with Barbers Hill. He had dropped back to pass, can't find any wide receivers open downfield, and he's had some room to run as he did on that last play.
2:36, clock ticking. Holdren in the gun. From his own 30, stepping back, he's got pressure coming, able to avoid it. Oh, man, he had Tank coming up at him, and here Holdren is able to roll his way forward across the 45. That is a hard-fought first down, and his helmet pops off. Well, usually when your helmet comes off, you got to come out for a play.
Well, if you see, that's, again, the same thing he did previously. It was a great run. Nobody was open. He takes off, and he got drilled.
There he goes. He was looking at the official saying it didn't come off all the way. Yeah, it did, young man, and I thought you have to come off the field for a play.
Well, he needs to. That's I understand that to be the rule. And his helmet came off. He took his helmet off.
Yeah. And the officials are having a talk with him. I don't know if Holdren wants any of it.
Well, Holdren doesn't want to come off the field.
You have to. That's the rule, young man. So, yeah, you're going to come off the field for a play. All you got to do, come off the field for a play. He's upset about it, but your helmet came off. That's the rule. And Jace Martinez, the sophomore quarterback, will come in and get at least a snap, Brian.
Well, he took that helmet off because he got just waylaid, and I don't think he was really sure what was going on right after that hit. Took his helmet off, and, yep, you got to come out of play.
Sherry Schultz joining us. Once a Hornet, always a Hornet. Thanks, Sherry. Good to hear from you tonight. So 1st down and 10 for Barbers Hill. They are trailing 35-0 with 2:16 to go here in the 3rd. Martinez, the quarterback, at least for a play. And Martinez will hand off, and nowhere to run for Garrett Hagler. And, of course, now we'll see Holdren back out there. Martinez said, man, I'd really like to get another shot at this.
Well, number 5, Darian White. Tank just, had a heck of a defensive play right there. Looks like they lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, goes back, Brian, 2 yards. 2nd down and 12. Barbers Hill has the ball on their own 42 on the right hash, moving from right to left. Hornets 4 up front. Holdren stepping back, throwing, airing over the center. He's got a man. Well, it was too short. Thought he had the step, but the ball kind of slowed up there as he was throwing it in the direction and incomplete to Camden Grogan, the junior wide receiver.
Jarrett Ortega on the man coverage there, and that pass was a little bit out front. Had it been on target, that would have been a big play there by the Barbers Hill Eagles.
Diana joining us. Henry, good to hear you saying go Hornets, and also Margaret Jeffcoat. Hornets are rocking. Thanks for joining us on the social media streams tonight. 3rd down and a long 12 for the Eagles of Barbers Hill, trailing 35-0, 1:36 to go here in the 3rd. Holdren stepping back, trying to get around a defender. Finds his way, avoids the sack across the 45 and between the hashes, and finally slammed down near the 50-yard line. He had to pay for it as Jarvis Houston almost sent him back to Houston.
Well, that's the best thing that's been going for them all night long, is not finding anybody downfield, and Holder just taking the ball and getting what he can out of it. But every time he does that, man, he takes a lick.
Well, it's now 4th down and 5. Barbers Hill has to go for it here, trailing 35-0. From their own 49-yard line. Holdren in the gun, standing just in front of his own 45. Pressure coming, works through it again, and he's got the first down across the 45 in Hornet territory, and he can't be brought down this time, Brian. Finally goes down at the 42. That's a first down.
Well, what a gutsy play. I mean, this is, I think, with the 4th time in a row, he can't find anybody downfield, so he tucks it and runs, and then on that one, he got the first down. Tough kid out there for Barbers Hill. And his helmet's off, and he's coming off the field.
Yep, Jace Martinez back out there. There's a confusion. Jace Martinez is out there. Holdren is out there. They're trying to figure out what's going on. And I guess you got two kiddos out there asking to be quarterback. Maybe they're going to try to trick things up here, as Martinez will actually he'll take the shotgun snap here. Holdren will line up as a running back. Hand off to Holdren. Why not? He's been running. Yep. And across the 40 down to the 38-yard line.
Well, you're right. Why not run him? I mean, every time he's run the ball, he's picked up some good yards. He takes a beating, but he's getting good yardage out of it.
Yep, so Martinez will stay in there as quarterback. Holdren now transitions over to the running back. Where's he at here, Brian? He'd line up as a receiver? No, he's a running back to the left. Pass over to the left. It goes into the hands of Grogan. Grogan finds daylight across the 25 and finally ankle tackled, bobbled around at the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, Ty Matthews, man, hit him hard. Big play there by Barbers Hill. Ty Matthews, great hit, but that's the first down, Barbers Hill.
Martinez back over the sideline. Holdren was not out on that play. It was a handoff looking to Hagler. And that will wind us down to the end of the City of Huntsville 3rd quarter. 35-0 your score. Hornets in control, but Barbers Hill showing some life deep in Hornets territory. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. That's why we are so pleased to announce our newest service, Loan by Phone. If stopping by one of our offices won't fit into your busy schedule, you can still apply for a loan by giving us a call when it's most convenient for you. The application process is quick and easy, and upon approval, we can even send you the documents to sign electronically. The money can then be deposited in your account within 10 minutes. Call CSCU today. Member NCUA, all loans subject to credit approval. Membership eligibility required.
Welcome back, friends. About to get started here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty 4th quarter. Bring home the win. Bring it home with Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty. And tonight, the Hornets well on their way to bringing it home. We still got another 12 minutes, though, Brian. 35-0. But as I said before that break, Barbers Hill threatening as they've got the ball on the Hornet 21.
Well, this is the 4th quarter, man. This is where you need to put it all on the line and go ahead and just close the deal. Move on to the next round. But as you said, Rob, Barbers Hill Eagles, they're threatening right here.
Watch party going on in Crabs Prairie. thanks to Robert Lindemann over to Hit Solutions. 1st and 10, left hash mark. Got hit as this one got delivered. It's bobbled around, and it's incomplete, and there's the pass interference, the first PI of the night.
Yeah, that was obviously a pass interference, but man alive, that Barbers Hill quarterback took a shot and never saw it coming.
Yeah, Holdren went down hard, and I'm not sure who was down there. One of them was Jaden Ross.
Well, that's one thing about this defense, Rob. There's been some nasty defenses in the history of the Hornets, man, and this one right here is just, got to be top of the heap.
Have a listener tonight from Barbers Hill and Lufkin. Want to welcome in the Barbers Hill fans that are here. E and B Battle, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate the Barbers Hill fans that are joining us here on this stream. As I've said numerous times, even though we broadcast for the Hornets, we always want to welcome in the visiting team. Huntsville leading 35-0, 11:55 to go, 5 seconds away here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Shout out going to Quatarian Riles tonight.
Hugh Riles.
Believe out of Richards, Texas. Thanks for that message. Here on a 1st down and 10, Holdren has it to the left side, and he's going to pay for it. Only a gain of 1 over there on that left side, and boy, he just gets taken out from under him there. A great hit on that play. I believe it was Calvin Simmons.
Well, he read that perfectly, and, Holder's just trying to get something out of nothing. Great play there by the defensive back for the Hornets.
Yeah, Ty Matthews was in on that as well. No gain, 2nd down and 10 from the 11. So Barbers Hill can get a 1st down. Brian, they've been close down here before. Remember, just a few possessions ago at the beginning of the first half, they went for it on 4th, and Huntsville stopped them. So here we go, 2nd down and 10. This one is broken up down, nowhere to go as he tried to throw it there. Holdren threw it right into the numbers of a Hornet, trying to get rid of it. And the pressure was brought on that play. Huntsville taking care of business on the defensive side of things yet again. Brian, I believe that was Jadarian White.
That was Tank White, and Tank White was being held. His jersey was being pulled backwards about 2 feet. But, Rob, this right here, I have seen it numerous times this year. Teams get down inside the red zone on the Hornets and just can't close the deal.
3rd down and 10 from the 11 for Barbers Hill with 11:15 to go. Holdren stepping back, pressure on him, throws it over, has his man, has the touchdown, 11 yards to Garrett Hagler, the running back. So they finally get on the board.
Well, they finally did. That was a great play. Just kind of wide out going across the middle, found a soft spot. Finally get off that goose egg.
Well, that Hornet Stingham defense, Brian, held their opponents over the past 7 quarters with no score. That's something to talk about. It may have been longer than that, but absolutely for sure for 7 quarters going back to the last game. Here, though, allowing a touchdown just a few moments ago. The extra point. On its way through the uprights and good. 35-7, 11:09 to go here in the ball game. We'll step aside and take a break. Hornets have it when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, how are y'all? This is Daiquiri BB with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the I Heart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri BB with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Back in action here from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as Barbers Hill. They drove that ball down, Brian. A good job by the Eagles. They started on their own 18, took that one down the field quite a bit there, Brian. My math is bad off the top of 82 yards for the 11, capped off by the 11-yard touchdown pass to the running back Hagler, 35-7. They'll kick this one away here. It's a line driving kick. Huntsville got to watch the bounce. They've got it at the 15. Over on the left side, it's Woodbury darting through defenders at the 30, now the 35-40. Woodbury finding a little bit of light across the 45, finally brought down just shy of the 50-yard line. Great return by Jordan Woodbury.
Boy, Jordan Woodbury is so much fun to watch. I mean, that kid has got moves. He's fast as lightning. And again, man, he just give him a block or two, and he can bust it wide open.
Jennifer Davis sent in a message earlier on our social media streams saying Hornets are getting it done. Jennifer, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yep. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you.
1st down and 10 for the Hornets. They've got it on their own 48 on the left hash mark, moving from right to left in the driver's seat, 35-7. As they will break out of a huddle, a rare huddle at that. You don't see them huddle up a lot, Brian.
No, you don't.
Well, they'll go back into a huddle here. Now a quick one. So from their own 48 on the left hash mark, Wilson under center sweeps it over to Jalen McClain to the right side, sweeping his way. And a gain of about 8, Brian, across the 45 down to the, where they mark him out, the 44-yard line. That was a nice 8-yard run on first down by Jalen McClain.
Yeah, it was. You know, that was just a quick pitch. A.J. Wilson was under center, which you don't see very much, but it was a quick pitch over to McClain. Nice 8-yard pickup.
Matt Long over to the left side. Triplets stacked up, 2 of them on top of each other and 1 to the right. Now Long will roll to the right. Handoff here. McClain again. A little bit of a trickeration play across the first down marker to the 41. It's a Moke attorney at law first down.
You know, that's one thing that's been fun to watch. The first half, the Hornets had some long third and longs that they had a tough time converting on. But here in the second half, man, they are moving the chains.
Got it up to the 41-yard line. The ball resting in between the hash marks. Of course, this field out here is painted for soccer as well. So you've got your soccer circle that stretches from the 40 to the 40 in the diameter. That ball resting just inside that circle mark at the 41-yard line in between the hash marks. Wilson under center again. Triplets in a triangle to the right. Handoff McClain. McClain powering his way. Not much on it. Maybe the forward progress for a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, that looks like that's what they're going to give him, a yard on that play, and give credit to Barber's Hill's defensive front. I mean, they were tightening up, making it tough on the running game there.
So 1-yard gain brings up second down and 9 from the 40. Now resting on that place kicker's X mark on the field. Quick pass over in the flats, right side. Huntsville has it, darting through defenders, and finally brought down around the 32-yard line. Brian, that was such a quick play and a dagger of a pass there in the flats. It went over to Cornelius Lawrence, the junior wide receiver. He's only 2 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, that was a nice catch there by Lawrence and a nice run after the catch. And, boy, A.J. Wilson, you can see his confidence level is through the roof. I mean, he is hitting his targets tonight.
Big Amos listening from Riverside tonight. Thanks for joining us. Another 1980 state champion Hornet pulling for these 2020 Hornets. Not sure who that is out there, but saying enjoying listening and rooting from outside the stadium. Thanks for joining us. And here on this play, as McClain goes backwards on a handoff, and Barber's Hill for about the third time tonight read through that immediately, and a loss on the play. 4th down and 4 coming up here back to the 35.
Yeah, A.J. Wilson and company staying on the field. You're going to go for it here. And why not? I mean, you're up 35-7 with 8:24 left in the ball game.
That was Sam Moak joining us. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you, and thanks for chiming in tonight. Appreciate your sponsorship as well and all that you do in the community. 4th down and 4. Wilson, a little bit of a delay. Wilson's got the first down across the 30 and more to the left side up to the 26-yard line. Brian, I thought he went down. He ping-ponged his way through several defenders and got the first down.
Boy, he is just so athletic. I mean, A.J. Wilson looked like he was going down short of the first down marker, bounces off the tackler, picks up the first down. Hornets are driving.
Well, there's your Moke attorney at law first down at the 26-yard line. This drive for the Hornets started on their own 48, now on the Barber's Hill 26 as they continue to move from right to left. 7:40 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty 4th. Wilson under center, handoff McClain. McClain zigzagging his way forward. Oh, man, he's got more. McClain on his way to the right side. Touchdown, Jalen McClain. Oh, mama, what a run. It's 26 yards. Bring on the mac and cheese, baby. The water's boiling tonight.
What a run. I tell you, Jalen McClain is a talented running back, and thank goodness the Hornets have him. I mean, that kid is fantastic, and he is, man, you cannot bring him down on first contact. Just doesn't happen.
It's a 26-yard by Jalen McClain on the run. And that is your trophy case touchdown. Christian Avilar for the extra point attempt, brought to you by our friends at MRC Creekside. It's up on its way through the uprights and good. The trophy case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get that Spirit gear at the trophy case. We'll step aside for 30. Hornets in control, 42-7 on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, Hey, how are y'all? This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abby Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the iHeart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abby Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional. Sting 'em Hornets!
Back in action from the Copeland Family Dentistry Hornets broadcast booth. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Hornets leading 42-7 here in the area round of the playoffs. Moments ago, it was a drive by your Hornets from their own 48-yard line, resulted in that 26-yard run by Jalen McClain, 42-7. That is your on-the-move physical therapy and wellness scoring drive recap. And here's the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff from the 40 from right to left. Avalar booms this one, and it will be fielded at the half-yard marker. Barber's Hill from left to right, trying to glance through across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Nice little return there by the Eagles.
Well, the one thing, we talked about at the coaching show Wednesday night, Rob, with some of those Hornets on the defensive side of the ball, those kids are having fun. I mean, they're just having a ball out there, and they call it their brothers, and I get it, man. Your teammates are your brothers. They will be for life, and people don't understand, unless you've played, how those kids feel, and, man, they are having a blast.
Chase Ford joining us as well tonight. Good to hear from you, Chase. Thanks for joining us on the social media streams. First down and 10 for Barber's Hill from their own 21, moving from left to right, passing the flats to Raul Herrera Jr., and Herrera Jr. up to around, Brian, maybe a gain of 3 on the play. Second down and 7. He got it up to the 24.
Yeah, Jarvis Houston there for the Hornets on the tackle. Good tackle there by Houston. Drops Barber's Hill back for –
I brought him forward for 3 there. Second down and 7. Handoff here up the middle. New running back out there. He's got some daylight across the 40. What a powerful run on that play by Keenan Morton.
Yeah, that was a determined run there by Morton, and you had Ethan Miner and Ty Matthews bring him down. But, that was a great run there by Barber's Hill.
That was Keenan Morton, and we may see some of these other players, some of these seniors get some time here, Brian, as it is a new quarterback out there, Jace Martinez. He's a sophomore, though. So Martinez getting the snaps now. Morton, the running back. Martinez looking. He'll tuck and run. He's got a little bit of daylight here, diving his way close to the 50-yard line. 1 yard short of the first down at that 50-yarder. He got it up to the 49.
Well, they've had success with that play tonight. That's about the only thing that's worked for them. They'll go back to pass, can't find anybody downfield to throw it to, so they take it and run, and they've done well with that.
Aaron Ramos, the junior running back, out there alongside Morton as part of 2 running backs split to either side of Jace Martinez on a second down and 1 from their own 49. And the ball carrier there was Aaron Ramos, who just came into the game. He's got the first down in Hornet territory, Brian, at the 44.
Yeah, he does. Looks like the Hornets have brought in some fresher players out there on defense. Bunchelli out there now.
4 up front, 3 in the back for your Hornets on the defensive side. First and 10 from the Hornet 43 for the Eagles. And trying to avoid a defender over to the right side is Jace Martinez. And Martinez finally goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line after a gain of 4, second down and 6.
Jarvis Houston again on the tackle. Nice little pickup there by Barber's Hill, but again, this Hornet defense is just so strong.
That gave him actually 3, so second down and 7. 5:06 remaining. Hornets leading 42-7. Martinez in the gun from the 45, handoff to Morton. Morton, a nice, powerful run. Boy, they should have been going to Morton earlier. He's got it across to the 29.
Yeah, he's running. He's a determined runner there. But you're right. They should have done that earlier with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. It's a little too late. But they're moving the ball, no doubt.
It's another first down here for the Eagles. They've got it up to the Hornet 29-yard line. Martinez in the gun, standing on his own on the 35 of the Hornets. Handoff back over to Morton. Morton here to the right side. Again, more daylight as he's finding penetration all day across the 20-yard line to the 19, now in the red zone.
Well, Morton's running off tackle there, and he's picking up good yards. He's moving the sticks, and, that's what the name of the game is. Move the sticks, score points. But again, with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left, a little too late.
Clock running here, 4:14 in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Bringing home the win tonight. Martinez, left side, looking, throwing over to the right side. Oh, and this one is broken up. It was almost caught down there by Andrew Galvin, and great defense on that play by the Hornets, a little bit gingerly to get up there.
Well, that was 14 Ty Matthews on the coverage. Great play by Matthews to bat that ball down. Nice job there for that young man.
Shout out earlier to Carter Williams, the Hornet Band tuba line. Stingham Hornets from Mom, Dad, and little brother Joel. Second down and 10 for Barbers Hill from the Hornet 19. Handoff goes to Ramos, and Ramos powering his way forward. He's almost into the end zone, Brian. He got it up to the 4-yard line.
Yeah. Well, Barbers Hill in the no huddle trying to put some more points on the board here late in this ball game.
Clock at 3:50 and ticking. Hornets leading 42-7 here in this fourth quarter. Barbers Hill, though, threatening. They've scored once down there tonight. Looking at it again, this time with a different quarterback, Martinez. Martinez stepping back, throwing over, angling to the left side. This one is well out of bounds and incomplete. Good defensive coverage there.
Yeah, Jared Ortega there on the coverage, and they just Barbers Hill Eagles quarterback just overthrew his wide receiver. But again, great coverage there by Ortega.
When I say Huntsville, you say Hornets. Huntsville.
Hornets.
Way to score from your fans, Joe and Judy Emmett, John Lee, Robert, and Kay Dill. Thank you for joining us tonight.
I remember hearing that from the old days.
Second down and goal from the 4. Right side, lowering, touchdown. Ramos, a 4-yard touchdown run by Ramos for Barbers Hill.
Well, they looked impressive on that drive. I mean, they were able to pick up some yards on the ground, which they haven't been able to do all ball game. But again, with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left, it's just too little, too late.
Well, you got to be careful, though, because you get an onside kick, you score, and things can get tricky. I've seen it once before, Brian. The extra point coming up here for Barbers Hill, trying to make it 42-14. Kick is short. That one won't go, and the Hornets will pick it up in the end zone. They're trying to run it back down here. It's a big 88 there, as I'm not sure who that was down there. Who was that, Brian?
Well, I can't see his.
No, it's 90. Was that Brandon Wiley? That's a sophomore defensive lineman. Why not, man?
Yeah, why not? He was at the coach's show Wednesday.
So the extra point not good. 42-13. Hornets in the driver's seat. 3:27 remaining. We'll step aside and take a quick 30-second break. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
We're back here in the area round of the playoffs. 42-13, Huntsville on top tonight with 3:27 remaining in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Brian, how about some more sponsors? I'm going to say one real quick. Fat Boys Pizza. Hand-tossed dough made fresh daily. Pizza, wings, and more. That's Fat Boys Pizza.
You've been waiting all night for that, haven't you? Adams Furniture. We beat big city prices and our good friends over at Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals.
How about Community Service Credit Union, now serving Walker, Madison, Trinity, and some parts of San Jacinto counties. A lot of good folks out there that are helping make this entire season possible. We'll kick here, line drive. Huntsville has it at the 20. On the left side, bringing it back is Woodbury. Woodbury has some daylight across the 50. Woodbury's got one to beat. He's going to take it to the house. It's a Huntsville Hornet touchdown. Oh, mama, what a return by Jordan Woodbury.
Jordan Woodbury, that kid is lights out fast. Found the seam, gone.
Woo! Woodbury.
Wow. I mean, these Hornets, man, I'm telling you, this team is tough.
80-yard kickoff return by Jordan Woodbury. The Hornets taking care of it here tonight. That is a quick trophy case touchdown and the MRC Creekside extra point coming up.
Well, that took all of about, 4 seconds?
My goodness.
Wow.
Woodbury kind of bobbled it around the 2, Brian, at the 20. We'll call it an 80-yard return. Unbelievable. The MRC Creekside extra point is up and good. We'll keep things right here. Trophy Case Touchdown, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get that Hornet Spirit gear at the Trophy Case, Brian.
And Ironworks Health Club, making fitness a part of your life in Wiesner, Huntsville, home of the bottom line, Huntsville Independent School District. Focus for our children's unlimited success and Whataburger. Introducing the new limited-time Hatch Green Chili Bacon Burger only at Whataburger. And Nelson Amaya's Collision Center. Nelson Amaya's Collision Center is proudly serving Huntsville from his new location at 2011 Sycamore Avenue near Bearcats baseball field.
Brian, that drive or that touchdown score was 12 seconds after the previous score.
That is
I mean, you score a touchdown and you run the kickoff back. There's not a lot of time that goes off the clock.
No, man, that's just crazy. And, Jordan Woodbury, he is, not by himself alone. This whole team, overall team speed is something I haven't seen in a long time. I mean, just take your pick. A.J. Wilson, Jordan Woodbury. I mean, these guys are lights out fast, and, man, they are just tough.
49-13 in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Hornets on top with 3:15 remaining. Barber's Hill, an opportunity here to touch the ball for the 12th time tonight. We got a new kicker out there as well, Brian. That is not Avilar. This kickoff is up on its way. That is Marco Solis, the junior kicker. Solis plants it at the 15-yard line. The Eagles of Barber Hill finding a little bit of life here across the 35 near the 40. Good return there on that far side, moving from left to right.
Well, there hadn't been a lot of time tick off. I mean, it's 3:09 left in the ball game, man, and we've had 2 scores within like 10 seconds. I mean, it is just crazy.
Every team here in this fourth quarter, both teams, they've touched it. Let me rephrase. Every time the team has touched the ball here in the fourth, they have scored. Every possession, they have scored.
Unbelievable.
Barbers Hill has scored twice. They were shut out through 3 quarters. They've scored twice. And the Hornets have scored twice here as well. So breaking through. Huntsville showing some pressure and zinging this one away. You got to wonder if you get an intentional grounding there on Jace Martinez. He had a lot of pressure coming behind him.
Well, Jace Martinez had Hornets coming at him from all directions and just was lucky enough to throw that ball away. Or, man, he was heading for a huge loss.
Incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Eagles trailing 49-13. From their own 38-yard line, the ball resting on the left hash mark, moving from left to right. Well, Brian, it looks like we're going to be facing Crosby. I don't know the final on that, but they were way ahead at halftime earlier. Eagles have it, pass over. This one is incomplete. Threw it over there to that right side to Kyler Whitley, or Whitley, beg your pardon. Whitley couldn't hold on to it. What was that final, Nathan?
Well, the one thing about this Hornet defense, and it goes back, way back, I mean, this is a swarm defense, and when you say swarm, I mean, you got multiple guys coming in on tackles. It's been like that all year long. I mean, you got the Bobineau brothers up front. You got these great DBs in the backfield, and this defense is just nasty.
3rd down and 10 for the Eagles, 2:56 remaining. Stepping back is Martinez. He'll dump this one off on the right side, has his receiver there in the flat. It was William Challenger, the running back, and Challenger up across the 45 to the 46. He's short of the first down, and Brian, that'll bring up 4th down and a short 2. So,
well, that was Cody McLaren on that big hit to save the Hornets there. Man alive, he just knocked that kid out of bounds.
Looks like it's a final now. Crosby 62, Texas High 28. Just got the official word. That one, or actually 8 minutes remaining. Not a final yet, but Crosby 62, Texas 28. Thanks to Carlos back at the studio and Nathan here. On a 4th down and 2, Martinez being chased from behind, looking, throwing over to the left side, has his man. Oh, and he's up level. He dropped the ball. Oh, my goodness. Wow. He plowed him, mama.
Oh, man. Oh, mercy. That kid got cut in half.
Boy, I thought they just decided, you know what? Instead of calling it a fumble or what, we'll just say it's incomplete. Brian,
Wow.
I'm trying to think of more wrestling move. Just body slammed him. It was the Undertaker coming out from the thing and just, Brian, put him down. What's that move where you're sitting down and you go boom like that, man? What is that move?
Man.
I don't know what that move is. The pile driver. He pile drived him right there at the 40. Just boom, mama.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, turnover on downs. The Hornets got it back on the left hash mark.
Wow. I mean, bent him in half.
Huntsville has it on the Barbers Hill 46-yard line. They're leading 49-14. Cam Cole, he dropped it. Cole came out there as quarterback, and he dropped it, and immediately that ball will go back to Barbers Hill.
Yeah, well, anytime you change quarterbacks or you change centers or anything like that, the rhythm it's very difficult, and that's a turnover right there by the Hornets.
Oh, Cam Cole, you can't blame him. He was trying to hand it off over to Jawan Giddens. A freshman running back was in there, and the freshman there just didn't get the handle from him. So I don't know if the exchange there, who you call on that, but again, it was a fumble. Jawan Giddens didn't hold on to it. Maybe he wasn't expecting it.
Well, if you know, one, it's very rare, to say the least, to have a freshman playing. But the Hornets do have one playing, and, he was on that play right there.
Barbers Hill from their own 49 with 2:33 remaining. Martinez is the quarterback. Throws this one. Beautiful pass. It's going to go down, and it is incomplete. You can't catch it when you got two defenders right there in your face. One of them was Ethan Miner.
Oh, no, but, honestly, that was not a very bad pass.
No, not at all.
He was double covered, but, man, he slung it out there as far as he could, and it looked like it was on the money.
Yeah, Maddox Malone was out there, but, again, we talk about those defenders. Ethan Miner was one of them. It's going to be hard to catch no matter how beautiful of a pass it is when you got Ethan Miner in your face.
No doubt about it. I mean, Ethan Miner has had just a heck of a season. And I know his dad's Pete, I know he's super proud of his kid.
Incomplete, 2nd and 10, 2:27 remaining. Handoff over to the left side on the run is William Challenger. And Challenger, a nice little second extra effort. He may have got the forward progress to the first down, and he does.
Well, that was determination there. I mean, it took 4 or 5 Hornets to bring that kid down, and he picked up the first.
Yeah, he got it all the way up to the 41-yard line of the Huntsville Hornets, 2:13 remaining. Nice run right there by Challenger. He got a good block there, too. You talk about some guys coming up. Eli Birch was one of them. First down and 10 for Barbers Hill, trailing 49-13. 2 minutes to go from the Hornet 42. This time, you're not going to trick the Hornets twice in a row. Challenger only a couple up to the 39.
Well, you know what? It's great to see some of these backups get some time out there because in the playoffs, I mean, you're one play away from being out there and playing. So it's good they get experience. I just love the way Coach Southern has been coaching this team all year long.
Martinez in the gun from the Hornet 39, 2nd down and 8. Hornets showing a little bit of a blitz here, Brian. Look at him.
Safety blitz.
Oh, there they come. He
got
him, just slammed him down, spun around, 360. The blitz was coming. You said, you know what? It may be a blizzard up in New York. We're going to bring a little blizzard of our own down here to East Texas tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that was a great call there by Coach Schroeder, the defensive coordinator for Huntsville. Called the blitz, and it worked perfectly.
Down at the 40-yard line, no gain. 3rd and 9 coming up here for Barbers Hill. 1 minute remaining in this Daiquiri Baby Abbey Realty fourth quarter. 49-13. Martinez. 2 Hornets trying to sting him. Throws it right side. Completes the pass to Maddox Malone. And Malone able to break through across the 20. Maddox has room across the 10, 5, and touchdown Maddox Malone. A 39-yard strike.
Well, what a great effort there by the Barbers Hill wide receiver. I mean, he fought off a couple of tackles to get into the end zone. And you know what? That's a great play. Playing for pride at this point. And, good job on their part.
Yeah, Maddox Malone, 39-yard pass. He had the touchdown. Maddox, a senior. We do have an injured player, though, down there on the field. Brian, we're going to step aside for a break. Don't want to see those injuries here late with only 44 seconds to go. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, how are y'all? This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the I Heart Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional. Sting 'em Hornets!
Back in action here, the injured Hornet able to walk off under his own power. That's good. Jarvis Houston out there walking off. I believe that's who it is. And Huntsville leading, though, 49-19, 44 seconds remaining here in this Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Hornets are going to move on, Brian, to the regional round, and excited about their efforts here tonight, taking care of business. There were some questions going into this one. And tonight, I think the Hornets continue to show why they are one of the top teams in the state of Texas. They finished up the regular season ranked number 4 in 5A by Dave Campbell Texas Football.
Yeah, they've been doing it week in and week out, and this team is for real.
Maddox Malone scoring a 39-yard touchdown pass earlier. Now a little bit of movement here. We'll see if it's against the Hornets on this extra point attempt. It's a false start against Barber's Hill. So a lot of underclass, a lot of sub-varsity, well, I don't want to say sub-varsity, but a lot of sophomores, some juniors out here. They're getting some playing time late, and that's good. They need the experience.
Yeah, no question about it. As we were saying earlier, you're one play away from having to get out there and play, so give them the experience while you can.
This extra point attempt, that one bounces off the right upright. No good.
Wow.
No good. We'll keep it right here, Brian. 49-19, 44 seconds remaining. Extra point, no good.
Well, the Hornets have been impressive tonight. The one thing I like about what they did tonight is they corrected a lot of the penalties. That has been an issue with this team, basically all year long, but not tonight. And that's one of the things, Coach Southern, you never, ever want to take away the aggressiveness of your team, and he certainly didn't do that. You want to coach them and teach them to lay off, when to lay off, and things like that, and the Hornets have done a great job of cutting the penalties down tonight.
I guess I missed something a while ago because they've missed both their extra points tonight. Is that correct? Yeah, they have. That's my bad. I was wondering why it said only 19 up there. I've been saying some of the score, if I said it wrong, I apologize. It's 49-19. Both extra points tonight were no good by Barber's Hill. Thanks for joining us tonight, friends, as looks like the Hornets are going to play Crosby. As soon as we know where and when and all that fun stuff, we'll let you know. We got Christmas coming up next week, man.
Can you believe it?
So I would assume this would be a Saturday game.
That's
Brian.
what I would think. Yeah, Saturday game.
Barber's Hill band, they're right in front of us. Tonight, Huntsville, by the way, was as the away team, even though it's a neutral stadium, so you've been enjoying the sounds of the Barber's Hill band in front of us tonight.
All kinds of people offsides for Barber's Hill.
I just let it go.
Let it go.
Oh, there we go. And an offsides and a illegal procedure. Ball goes out of bounds at the 20. Huntsville should just be able to kneel this one down twice, Brian, and that'll do it.
Well, what a game tonight by the Hornets. I mean, they came out tonight and made a statement. And you know what? I'm telling you, this team, I've been saying it for a long time, this team is for real. There's something about this team. It's special. And, I mean, they got weapons all over the place, and they got speed all over the place, and they got a defense, man, and you hear people say defense wins championships. The Hornets got a defense that can certainly do it.
Got it here from their own 30, the 13th time tonight the Hornets have had the football. They'll knee this one down once, and they'll have to take one more. And that should be all she wrote. As the knee is down by A.J. Wilson, and there will be a 1 second differential. I mean, literally about a half a second differential, Brian. So they'll have to take one more here, and that will do it. Again, 49-19 is going to be your final tonight. Huntsville taking care of business, and we will move on to the regionals. Man, excited about it. You know, you got 6 to go and 2 down here. You move into now a pool. You start out with 128. Tonight, 64. It gets smaller, 32, and it gets tougher.
Yep, no doubt about it. I mean, if you're going to get that deep in the playoffs, I mean, you get there for a reason. It's because you're good.
Next knee is down. Some other messages. What a game. Lots of physical play. This is Sherballard, the head cheerleader for the Hornets when they won state in 1980. Gotta believe. Go Mean Green.
I love it.
Clock running down. That will do it. 49-19 your score. The Hornets will collect another gold football. We'll be back with postgame and more. We'll try to have interviews tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. Need a logo on a shirt, hat, or other piece of clothing? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. Embroidery in-house helps make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products? Banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help put your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Sting 'em, Hornets.
Fat Boys Pizza. Fresh hand-tossed pizza. Daily lunch and dinner specials. The Meat Buster. Supreme Special. The famous baked potato pizza. Chicken bacon ranch. Buffalo chicken. Cauliflower pizza and more. Fat Boys Pizza. How about the best wings in the world? Baked, not fried. At Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Check them out on Facebook at Fat Boys Pizza Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza. Fat Boys Pizza. Fat Boys Pizza. A proud supporter of Hornet football. Sting 'em.
Huntsville. Get ready for the holidays by making sure your freezer is packed with essential meats for all your grilling needs. The Backyard Butchers are here with holiday gift specials just in time for the Christmas season. 20 ribeyes for $29 and more. Give your grilling lover the gift of meat this year. And every Saturday now through the new year, Backyard Butchers will be giving away a month's supply of meat to one lucky customer valued at over $400. Just look for the big white truck in the parking lot at Shenanigans. For more information, go to backyardbutchers.com. Sting 'em, Hornets.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Whether you're heading to the deer lease or hitting the road for a holiday trip, Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville has the vehicle for you. From the complete line of Ford F-150, 250, and 350 Super Duty trucks to fuel-efficient Ford sedans and SUVs, you'll find the best selection at Bill Fick Ford. And at Bill Fick Ford, there's no bull, just good deals. The Ficks would also like to thank everyone for your friendship and your business. Bill Fick Ford, I-45 South in Huntsville, or online at BillFickFord.com. Nationwide delivery is free.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Nelson Amaya's Collision Center is proudly serving Huntsville from his new location at 2011 Sycamore Avenue near the Bearcats baseball field. Nelson Amaya's Collision Center proudly serves the Walker County area with integrity and honesty. Accepting all insurances, be sure to ask about referral discounts. Experienced since 1999. That's Nelson Amaya's Collision Center at 2011 Sycamore Avenue and online at NelsonAmayasCollision.com. Nelson Amaya's Collision Center, a proud supporter of the Huntsville Hornets.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas from Adams Furniture. That's right, folks. It's Christmas time. We're having a huge Christmas sale. How about a Lazy Boy? $3.99 for a recliner, $4.99, $5.99. They're all in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Listen, come in right now. We have a big mattress sale going on. We're the largest mattress dealer in Huntsville. How about Tempur-Pedic? How about Sealy? Listen, we also have a bed. You buy the queen-size mattress, we'll give you an adjustable base for free. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shop@adams.com.
Whataburger's new spicy chicken sandwich isn't covered in any fiery sauces or crazy hot toppings. Just cool, fresh-cut veggies and mayo to tame the heat. So, where then does the spice come from? Well, the all-white meat chicken is marinated and then fried to a tender crisp. So really, this spice comes from within. Good thing there's the new limited-time spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger.
It's Truck Month here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner in Huntsville, and it's Truck Month. That means you get the best deals of the year on your favorite Chevy truck, Tahoe, and Suburban. We've got 3/4 tons, 1 tons, and half tons. When they say they don't have it, come to Wiesner of Huntsville, and we'll get it. We've got trucks starting at $28,986 and an Equinox for only $16,990. So for the best selection, you need to hurry to Wiesner in Huntsville or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. Chevy, find new roads.
You're listening to the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville is 101.7 KSAM. It's the Hornets postgame show brought to you by 80 Squared Self-Storage. Let's head back to the stadium with Rob and Brian for the wrap-up of tonight's game on 101.7 KSAM.
Huntsville victorious tonight, 49-19. Welcome back, friends, as we start the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up. Josh Criswell is down there on the field. Josh, can you hear us tonight, by the way, on that side?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. How do I sound?
It's a little bit staticky, so hopefully nobody will step in front of you. I don't know if there's any way to bring Coach out a little bit closer to us, maybe, if we could on that interview. But we'll try to see what we can do, Josh, as we'll try to get it here tonight. Again, Brian, what a game. Hornets taking care of business. You know, they end up – Barber's Hill ends up with 19 points, but – you know, Huntsville brought in some of their other classmen to give them an opportunity to play there. Great, hard-fought effort tonight. The Hornets, they go knocking them out for 3 quarters, zeroing them out, and then finally Barber's Hill getting on the board in the 4th.
Well, the Hornets are doing what they have to do. You know, they're taking this one game at a time, coming out, executing, doing the things you need to do to win a ball game. And when this game, before this game started, Rob, I kind of felt like this would be a high-scoring game because of dry weather and the ability to throw the ball long, hang on to the football. A.J. Wilson, and let me tell you, Jordan Woodbury, man, what a game that young man has had tonight, and just a super impressive performance by the Hornets.
Yeah, again, that final tonight, 49-19, and we'll try our hardest to see if we've got something down there in a moment with Josh. Coach, I can't really see from this vantage point where everything is, but, you know, we were the away team tonight, so he's across the field.
Yeah, well, you know, I know Coach Southern is very pleased with the performance of his Hornets tonight. You know, they did a lot of corrections from last week. Again, I'm very impressed with the small amount of penalties the Hornets received tonight, and that's just good coaching and, you know, being coachable. And if you're a coachable kid, I tell you what, man, the sky's the limit. And these kids are just – they're humble and they're having a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I think Josh is still trying to move around down there, and we'll see.
We're still working on getting Coach over here. Looks like he's headed this way right here in just a few seconds.
Got you, Josh. And again, I hope that we can get that interview. We just got to get him closer.
Well,
and it looks like he is bringing him over.
Looks like he's trying to get him out to the center field there.
Yeah, perfect. We're good right there, Josh. We're good right there, Josh.
Awesome. Just right here, and we'll face this way. All right, Coach, so 49-19, and
you got to move
even a little bit, you know, not even as close as the final score showed. You know, what was the thing that impressed you the most about tonight's performance?
Well, we started fast. We were pretty consistent. We still got to get better in running the football. We didn't run it as effective we wanted to, but I think A.J. pulling the ball and reading it a little better tonight. We played like I expect us to play defensively, and one miscue in kicking game, but we made up for it in the kickoff returns, I think. So overall, not bad. Should have been worse than that, but you know, we got a lot of young kids. We got 2 freshmen in the game tonight, which in an area championship that should never happen, but it did. So overall, yeah, there's always things you can work on, but we know next week gets a little bit tougher than this week, and we'll get better.
Right, and you know, AJ, just his second start at the varsity level in this playoff atmosphere. How much have you seen him grow, especially in regards to his confidence through these past couple weeks?
Well, I think he was nervous last week, I think early in the game, and you expect that from a young guy who, you know, that's his first playoff start. But I thought AJ played well tonight. Didn't hit the deep ball as much as we wanted to, but, you know, we can live with that sometime. But he didn't throw some of them. I think it's far because of the wind, but overall he's gotten better every week, and you know, if he can still use his legs some, we're going to be okay.
Seems like I ask you this every week, but Jordan Woodbury had his 6th return touchdown of the season in addition to a couple on offense. You know, just how big of a threat is he in all phases of the game for you guys?
Well, I always wonder why people kick the ball to him, period. And I know that probably wasn't intended to be kicked right to him, but, you know, Jordan committed himself a long time ago to this, and all that hard work's paying off. So, you know, that's why you're seeing a corner up on him and a safety over the top of him a lot tonight. And if I were them, I'd have done the same thing, but he still made some plays.
Held the shutout all the way to the 4th quarter there. You know, what's the biggest thing that you saw from your defense that makes you think y'all can go out there and get that win in the regional semis next week?
Well, the big thing is, you know, we're going to see a different kind of team from a speed standpoint and an execution standpoint. You know, I thought Crosby last year was one of the better teams we played, and I think they scored 62 on Texas High tonight. So, you know, obviously we're going to have our hands full next week, but the thing about it, there's not going to be but I think 8 of us left next week, and we're going to get to practice the day before Christmas. And, so there's a lot of things that are technically uncharted, but we're going to treat it just like Thanksgiving, and I think our kids will respond. Now, the challenge is going to be much tougher.
That's all I got for you, Coach. We'll send it back up to you, Rob.
Appreciate it. Josh, down there, and again, we tried to get as much as we can. Sorry about the static down there as we're working through a couple of things here tonight, but you just heard from head coach Rodney Southern. Brian, coach talked about it, just this team got to continue to work and play hard, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, well, that is what they're doing, and they're not looking too far ahead. They're taking one game at a time, and I know that sounds like an old cliche. You don't want to look ahead. You want to take it at one game at a time. The Hornets are doing that, and they are doing the little things. This team, Rob, has a team full of playmakers. Not just one or two guys that stand out. I'm talking the whole team, and that is what you need, and the confidence and just the athleticism and all those, the wow factor involved. The Hornets have that, and people are noticing that. I mean, people all across the country. I mean, it's been amazing.
Let's go down, Josh, with Jordan Woodbury. Josh, you got us? I'm not sure. Maybe he's talking to him separately, actually.
Doesn't sound like.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have any further player interviews tonight, unfortunately. We'll try to hopefully, just the logistics. When we're the home side, it's a lot easier, but they're on that away side. I think that's just the interview that we'll have tonight with Coach. So for now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll break this one down a little bit more when we come back. The AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up continues.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Squared Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, friends, as we are wrapping things up here in the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up. I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us tonight alongside Brian Adams. The Hornets victorious tonight, taking care of business 49-19 in the area round. They'll move on to the regionals, Brian. Things get tougher. 32 teams on the slate across the state in 5A next week. But the Hornets do what they have to tonight to really just taking care of business.
They did. They took care of business. They played very sound football. They played Huntsville Hornet football. The defense swarmed. The offense made great plays. Jordan Woodbury just plays out of his mind week in and week out. And this team will light you up. I mean, if you come across the middle, you're going to get, just broken in half. And they've been doing that all year long. And I promise you, a couple of those hits in a ball game, that makes a team, a little bit leery to come across the middle again. But you're right, Rob. Hornets are doing what they need to do to keep playing more football.
Well, we have some final stats, final things to go over. Not much in the stat directory tonight. But, in fact, I don't think we need to take any further breaks. I think this is our final break here, Brian. So, the Hornets, again, taking care of it. Brian, your thoughts. We're going to face a very tough Crosby team who is on their way. We looked at it in the fourth quarter. Crosby was leading Texas High 62-28. It's going to be a tough Crosby team coming up next week.
Make no mistake about it. There's some great athletes that play for Crosby. I played with a good athlete from Crosby at Sam Houston, and they're going to come here. And wherever we end up playing, and they're going to play some lights-out football. So, you get to this point in the playoffs. I mean, this is round 3, and there is no bad teams left. Everybody, they got there for a reason. It's because they were good. So, next week, wherever it is, whenever it is going to be a great ball game. But I'll tell you, I'm so proud of these Hornets because they are doing what it takes to keep advancing. They're playing smart, sound football, Rob, and the coaching is just tremendous. They corrected some of the penalties that they had last week. There was a lot less penalties this week. The one thing they should correct is probably the punting game. Again, there's not. What makes me nervous is the sense of urgency. They need to work on that. And if they fix that, man, this team, there's not a spot you can pick.
Just some final messages that came in tonight. We wanted to get to them. Cody McLaren's family, Hit 'em Hard, Nan Pop, Colton Haley, Annie A's, and Uncle Chris. We wanted to say thank you to you folks for listening in tonight. Donna in Houston enjoying the broadcast. She says, go Huntsville Hornets, love Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. So thanks for sending us that. Barber's Hill territory, growing up in Huntsville, the class of 61, once a Hornet, always a Hornet.
There you go.
A couple more here. Let's go Hornets, hit 'em hard. Number 18, Cody McLaren from Lane and Katie. Boy, the McLaren family.
Oh, man, they're everywhere.
Sam Moak, appreciate you joining us as always and your support this season and all that you do in the community. Way to go, Hornets. From 86, Teresa D. Thank you, Teresa. And then someone said, you guys are hilarious in the booth. Good job, guys. Stingham Hornets, thanks for bringing us the game with some flair from your friends at the Jet A Ranch. Brian, final thoughts before we sign off tonight.
You got to love the Jet A Ranch. Well, let me tell you, it's, again, the Hornets are just a very confident team. They are doing what they have to do. They are playing great football. They got great athletes. I mean, that is indicative of the Huntsville program from way on back. I mean, there's some athletes that come out of this town, and they are doing what they have to do to keep advancing. And, man, this is exciting. It has been a blast to call these games with you, Rob, and I'm looking forward to next week.
Well, for Brian Adams, I'm Rob Pipp. Also, Josh Criswell down there sideline reporting, the sports editor with the Huntsville Item, Nathan Height, helping to run the dials behind us tonight. Also, Ray Hernandez joining us. Appreciate Ray and his support. And back at the KSAM studios, Mr. Carlos Zimmerman taking care of business tonight on his first night. Thank you so much, Carlos. Also want to give a shout-out to Melton Green and TJ Garrett for all the fine work that they do. One final time, your final tonight here in Wood Forest Bank Stadium, 49-19. Huntsville will head on next week. We'll have the time, location, and more. You can find it at ksam1017.com. As soon as we know, you will know. But until then, Hornets advance to the regionals. This team is on fire, friends, and it's been a blessing to watch them all season. As I end every broadcast, I want to remind you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, friends. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Huntsville 49, Barbers Hill 19. Good night, and God bless from Shenandoah, Texas. Merry Christmas, everyone.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Stingham Hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
You've been listening to the Huntsville Hornet Post-Game Report. The broadcast is an exclusive presentation of HEH Communications and the Huntsville Independent School District. Any rebroadcast of this program is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of HEH Communications, HISD, and all participating sponsors. Thanks for listening to Huntsville Hornet Football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and 101.7 KSAM. 101.7 KSAM.